city is alive on 97.3.
City 97.3. Accra.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music. Talk. Inspiration. In perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
City FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
City FM 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Casio Citi, Cashano Puno. Wakanoko ba, wakanoko ya Atanya wadromo na wakayo. Ni dromo no wakaya no Only bonife omunuchi olo. I'm the only bonife oni chinkenalo. Ole mene, she walk a wase sanehu. Yenha wasamoale. Ya nyamode jenya monani ramoso aha ramoso ramoso wakaya noe ramoso ramoso She let room on me up boy. She no heyeli ha walk to way. Yes, baboye dromo hewo. Koni wana wala he.
This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
City 97.3. More variety.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
This is vintage. This is quality. This is joyful way. Because it's Dromo song. Dromo is grace. Grace. A lot of times we see grace just as the unmerited favor of God, which is true. For by grace you are saved. We're saved by grace. But grace is also enablement, empowerment, ability. So not only does He forgive you and bless you, He also empowers and enables you. Not only are we saved by grace, we also live by grace. A lot of times we forget that the walk is a supernatural walk. We get in by faith, but we are sustained by His grace. Not of works, lest any man should boast. We must appreciate the dynamics of grace to be effective in our walk with the Lord. And this is TV Olamte, leading Joyful Incorporated. Decades of impact, decades of music ministry. Started in Cape Coast and has lived past the test of time. So this morning I commend you to God and to the word of His grace. It is His word that releases that grace to enable you be effective in your chosen field. So by grace we stand. This is the City Breakfast Show. It's the second day of October, 6:32. Thank you for staying with us. If you're looking for a summary of business sense, it's called Grace, God's Riches at Christ's Expense. Proudly brought to you by Total Energies. It's Africa Customer Week, and we're celebrating our amazing customers from the 6th to the 10th of this month, saying a big thank you with something special just for you. Drive to any of our service stations participating, and you could receive free fuel. Yes, free fuel, plus branded goodies and surprise gifts to make your visit even more rewarding. Because at Total Energies, you're not just a customer, you're family. So don't miss out. Visit your nearest Total Energy station, enjoy our top tier services, and let's celebrate with you Africa's Customer Week. Starting off with the newspaper review segment brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Sika Boom Boom. Save 500 cedis or more, stand a chance of winning up to 100,000 cedis in the grand draw. Every deposit of 500 cedis gives you the chance to win 5,000 cedis monthly. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. Promo is on LLA's Caritas platform.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Sika boom. Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio. Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Sika Bieto. Every 500 cedis you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel with. How many points? 1 point every 500 cedis. What if you win? 5,000 cedis monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 cedis. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 cedis monthly and 100,000 cedis in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sika boom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
The go-go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
The name is Madonna, one of the voices that defined the 80s. .6:38 on the actually today's Thursday edition of the City Breakfast Show. A distinct voice in the 80s. We have the newspaper review segment. I want to say a good morning and a happy anniversary to the Daily Graphic. 2nd October 1950.
People's Daily Graphic.
I tell you, the People's Daily Graphic. Second, you know, those days in the revolution days, it was for the people.
The People's Daily Graphic.
So when they add people to something, we've gone to the left. So the Daily Graphic is 75 years old today.
Oh, beautiful.
And we want to say congratulations. They are Ghana's oldest newspaper. And the fact that they are 75 means that there's hope for us too. That we too will get there one day. So congratulations to the board, the management, the staff, and the readers of the Daily Graphic. And I think this morning their front page is very interesting. They decided to wish themselves a happy birthday.
Oh, beautiful.
So the front page of the graphic is simple. We are 75 today.
Thank you.
Journey of impactful journalism, excellence. This is a story written by Kester Abraham Cranchi. What I find interesting is that on the second page, they put out their first newspaper publication.
Okay. Which was
Monday, October 2, 1950. Guess how much it cost?
How much was it?
1 penny.
1 penny.
Yes.
As in penny the car.
Penny. And then the front page story. In fact, the advert was for building materials, provisions, and bedsteads. Contact Ashko Stores in Sawam Road, Accra. And then they also had Pittman English Arithmetic, bookkeeping, shorthand, typewriting, insurance, and economics. Yeah, they were selling those books as a front page advert.
Powerful.
And then they also had Gold Coast Portrait Gallery #1 with Mr. and Mrs. E.C. Quist, who have been invited by the Speaker of the House of Commons to the opening of the new House of Commons on Monday, October 23.
Beautiful.
And then they had a very interesting story from Korea. South Koreans crossed 38th parallel. And then there's a story that says Zik not qualified for elections. Do you know Zik?
They disqualify somebody.
Namdi Azikiwe.
Azikiwe, okay.
Yes, from Lagos. So according to the front page of October 2, 1950, Dr. Namdi Azikiwe, the Nigerian nationalist leader and president of the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, has been disqualified.
They have been doing this thing long.
I know today. Today they start. Has been disqualified from election to the Lagos Town Council because he was in America at the time of the census.
It's
1950.
They've been doing Machiavelli.
And then Obechebi Lamte lives for New Zealand.
Wow.
Yes, that's also a front page on October 2, 1950. Saturday, the Honorable E.A. Obechebi Lamte left his house on the first lap of his journey to New Zealand to attend the conference of the Empire Parliamentary Association.
Empire Parliamentary.
He will sail to London and then continue to New Zealand.
Wait, so he will sail means he will join the ship?
Yeah, so he will sail on Thursday, October 5 for New Zealand. He expects to arrive at the destination on November 6.
No, we have luxury today. The luxury to do things quickly.
October 5 and land on November 6. 1 month, 1 day.
No. This
all on the water.
This is too sweet.
By the time I reach, I'll change my mind.
You become.
If I'm going to New Zealand to do a conference, by the time I reach there,
come back. So it means they plan the conference to take it into consideration when you arrive.
Meanwhile, here we can call a conference and tomorrow get a visa.
Straight.
And then the last thing they advertise, they advertise gin.
Gin, as in Surabi.
This is the gin.
That's how we
I
call
won't
it.
mention the brand. Front page of graphics.
Yes.
1950.
It's a
FDA will come for them.
The advert was not FDA approved.
Yeah, I know, right?
FDA was nowhere to be found.
But I think there were older, private newspapers, right?
Oh.
I think the first public newspaper definitely is the Daily Graphic.
Yes,
the People's Daily Graphic.
Yeah, they've done a good job.
Yeah, but the private ones were there. Nkrumah and Co came and were doing that.
1958. Yeah, they were doing Accra Evening Post.
That's right.
But the People's Daily Graphic.
The People's Daily Graphic.
Anyway, so let's go to the Ghanaian Times, which
is, I think, the second.
Yeah. So we have a story on the front page that says reviving state-owned media. NMC pledges support for NTC. Also, cybersecurity is everyone's business. This is according to the President of the Republic.
If you move to Daily Guide this morning, 2 soldiers arrested for mine robbery. Handle Galamsey drag cases with urgency. This is the they use acting CJ for the Chief Justice. Okay, so this is Justice Bafo to judges. Mahama swears in 11 new envoys and minority slams Sam George over DSTV umpires.
I take you to the Chronicle. Ashanti youth root for Brian Achiampong. His photograph is here. Properly polished. Also on the front page this morning, we're told hate speech threatens national unity. Is coming in from President John Dramani Mahama.
The New Republic, state land sold to multiple companies. Chief Director faces Iyoko probe. And also Ghana AIDS Commission to introduce HIV preventive drug. And finally, inflation drops to 9.4% in September. First single digit in 4 years.
The Daybreak newspaper, my final newspaper, says this morning, bold lady slam 15 pro-Baumia MPs. Also on the front page this morning, we turns sawdust.
My God.
At Eastern Region Police Command. Jehovah Jesus Christ.
From we to sawdust.
God is still in the miracle business. And Burkinabe authorities block NADMO.
Alright, so Daily Democrat this morning, Godfred Dame Hot reports to CID today over Jakpa's petition, stop destroying our palm farms for gold. OPDAG president warns Galamsey operators. And the final one from me, President Mahama commissions new ambassadors and high commissioners to represent Ghana worldwide. This is Daily Post. Africa must define its own energy transition. This is the Sector Minister John Jinapor.
CityNewsroom.com. 12.9 billion cedis in misappropriated funds recovered so far. This is the Public Accounts Committee. Also, all regions to get passport application centers by December this year. This is from the Foreign Minister Okujeto Ablakwa.
Okay.
Statistical Service outlines roadmap to sustain single-digit inflation. And then Ghana is moving towards dangerous water shortage. This is the Water Resources Commission.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner says no legal mining happens in rivers. He says all mining in rivers is illegal.
Sharp.
Meanwhile, Winneba Headworks threatened as Galamsey pollutes Ayensu River. It was a special report we did on the point of view yesterday. Dr. Baumia says next MPP government will complete Agenda 111.
Yeah, man.
And Mahama is assuring that Ghana won't become a dumping ground for deportees. Channel 1 News is leading with Galamsey. It says clamping down on Galamsey in rivers has cost lives. Water Resources Commission says this. My petition not to counter calls for Dami probe. This is Oforiata speaking. Ghana in talks with the US over 15% export tariff, AGOA renewal. And then Kwesi Ahoy, Kojo Choi, 9 others sworn in as ambassadors and high commissioners. Meanwhile, minority MPs demand account of 10,000 CD DSTV fine, and then romance scam suspects will be extradited and punished. This is the president assuring. My joy online, we cannot give up on Galamsey fight. Kanasigbe vows relentless battle. Also, Ghana's youth don't feel heard. Zaneto slams tokenism in policy design. Mahama petition to remove Justice Kulendi of alleged misconduct. And then ban on foreign investments for pension funds is counterproductive, according to some executives. Finally, the High Street Journal. Ghana moves to bolster cyber defenses with set expansion and new funding mechanisms. Let's get into the details, gentlemen.
2 soldiers arrested for mine robbery. Daily Guide, page 3. Story by Emmanuel Opoku from Takrady. 2 suspected military personnel who allegedly hatched a plan together with some civilians to rob a mining company have been arrested. The alleged military men and 2 of the civilians were arrested by the Prestea Police, who are under the Western Central Police Command in the Western region. The suspects attempted to rob Longshine Mining Company Limited, located at Obohom, a suburb of Prestea in the region. They were reported to have stormed the mining site on Sunday, September 28, 2025, at about 10:30 p.m. allegedly to carry out their nefarious activity. Now, they first subjected the security guards of the company to some beatings before asking the guards to lead them to the company's gold room. However, some of the security guards managed to call the police and inform them about the incident. The police rushed to the scene and were able to arrest the suspects, including the 2 military men. The 2 men in military uniform. Information gathered indicated that the suspects were 6, but 2 civilians managed to escape.
What happened to the weed that became?
Yeah, so I'm taking you to that story, which is on page 3 of the Daybreak newspaper. Says that a Hyundai 5-ton truck with registration number ER76023, which was intercepted by a police patrol team carrying over 100 sacks of dried leaves suspected to be Indian hemp, has been brought to the Eastern Regional Police Command in Kofodia with nearly half of its original load missing. Now, the truck, driven to the regional command on the instructions of the Eastern Regional Police Commander D-Corp Chumesi Ankra by Service Driver Chief Inspector Daniel Ado, reportedly arrived partially full on Wednesday, October 1. Many of the sacks were found to have been replaced with sawdust.
My God.
Now, according to sources, the Asesewa District Police Commander, Superintendent Francis Aka, had earlier refused to release the vehicle to the Regional Operations Commander, insisting on personally escorting it to Kofoedia.
Wow.
However, a critical assessment of the truck's contents revealed a stark difference between the overloaded consignment intercepted on Tuesday, September 30, 2025, and what was eventually delivered to the Eastern Regional Command.
This is very bad. Public Accounts Committee say they have recovered almost 13 billion cedis in misappropriated funds. So the PAC, will, with support from the Auditor General, has announced the recovery of 12.9 billion Ghana cedis in misappropriated public funds. In recent weeks, the committee has been engaging officials from various ministries, departments, and agencies to address infractions captured in the 2024 Auditor General's report. Chairperson Abeno Seasari on Wednesday attributed a significant recovery to close collaboration with the AG's Auditor General's office, emphasizing that accountability remains a key priority. And I think this is great. We're putting this live on air.
Yeah.
And the public is getting informed.
Sure. So the New Republic this morning, state land sold to multiple companies. Chief Director faces Iyoko probe. The Chief Director of the Ministry of Works and Housing and Water Resources, Reverend Stephen Yaosei, has been hauled to the Economic and Organized Crime Office Iyoko for investigations over abuse of office. It comes amidst accusations against the man of God that he has supervised multiple sale of state lands to different companies under the Eswal Akufo-Addo government. A similar petition has been sent to the Sector Minister Kenneth Gilbert Ajay. The aggrieved company Around the Clock Construction Limited is accusing the Chief Director of unlawfully selling portions of the UNDP flats land located at cantonments in Accra to different companies. Now the petition is dated August 15, is addressed to the Chief Director of Iyoko. More details on page 5.
So yesterday was had a big event. We dealt with matters having to do with cybersecurity. President Mahama has been speaking. Page 2 of the Chronicle has that story. Hate speech threatens national unity. Richard Owusu-Achao writes and says President John Dramani Mahama has raised strong concerns about the rising trend of hate speech on digital platforms, warning it poses a serious threat to national security, peace, and related matters. Now, speaking at the opening of the 2025 National Cybersecurity Awareness Month in Accra, the president condemned the use of the cyberspace, the thing,
cyberspace.
Yeah, that's right. To stoke ethnic division and called for okay, so the thing paper. So but basically, he's calling for an effort to deal with the problem robustly.
Right. Ghana has single-digit inflation for the first time in 4 years. The Statistical Service says they are outlining a roadmap to sustain it. In a presentation to stakeholders, government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu said he set out distinct actions for households, businesses, and governments to preserve disinflation and support a durable economic recovery. He says the message is simple to households: take advantage of the falling inflation to plan ahead. In other words, budgets matter, avoid unnecessary spending, and try to save even small amounts to build buffers against future shocks. To the private sector, he urged firms to use the disinflation window to improve competitiveness. He calls on businesses to invest in efficiency and local supply chains while inflation is low, to cut waste, strengthen sourcing from local producers, and reposition to grow. And then on the public policy side, the service framed clear supply side and fiscal priorities, maintain fiscal discipline, focus resources on keeping food prices low by strengthening storage, irrigation, and transport.
Yes. Now, President has been petitioned to remove Justice Kulendi. Gabriel Abdul Razak writes for Daily Guide on page 6 that a petition has been sent to President John Dramani Mahama calling for the removal of Supreme Court Judge Justice Yoni Kulendi for alleged judicial misconduct. The petition presented by Daniel Marful of Friata on September 30 to the office of the president is accusing Justice Kulendi of improper interference in the trial of now Minister of Finance Dr. Kasiel Latoforsen and Richard Jakpa, Director of Operations at the National Security. Citi News reported that the petitioner argues that the alleged actions of Justice Kulendi contravene provisions of the Code of Conduct for Judges and Magistrates.
Okay, so let me take you to the back page of the Ghanaian Times. Yesterday I saw a story that troubled me, that the Mpakadan train, as we were coming, somebody pulled something and then the train stopped. That thing, it looks like we have to pour libation.
Where did you see the story?
The story was
it's
online.
on our network too.
Yeah, but if you go to the back page of the Ghanaian Times, yes, you should look for that story.
Because today we are hosting the transport minister.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe we can ask him to comment on
Yeah,
that.
so the story says passengers get free ride on Tema Mpakadan Railway operations. Commercial fares begin on October 5.
Oh, nice.
Now, Ken Apeji reports from Tema that commercial operations on the much anticipated Tema Mpakadan Railway line commenced yesterday with the first official passengers train departing the Tema Harbour station at exactly 9 a.m. Now, the train, operated under the supervision of the Ghana Railway Authority, made brief stops along the route, arriving at the industrial area station at 9:07 9:06 a.m., waiting for 8 minutes before proceeding to Ashaiman and finally reaching Afienya at 9:45 a.m. About 80 first-time passengers who were treated to a free ride expressed excitement as the new service offered them a smooth journey from Tema Harbour through Ashaiman to Afienya. Now, the service remained free until Friday, October 3, after which commercial fares would officially take effect on from Monday, October 5.
Let me give you a very troubling story from Winneba. The Water Resources Commission says that Galamsey pollution is endangering the Winneba headworks. The Winneba headworks, or the winter water supply headworks in the Futu municipality of Central Region, is facing severe pollution from illegal small-scale mining activities called Galamsey. The GWCL has warned that uncontrolled mining has caused dangerously high turbidity levels in the river, which serves as the main raw water source for the Winneba treatment plant. Officials say the development is increasingly compromising both water quality and production. Now, Channel 1 TV's David Kwekusechi, who visited villages along the Ayensu River, captured striking images of the damage to the ecosystem. Speaking on the point of view, he recounted how some residents fetched the contaminated water while others bathed and washed clothes along the river bank. He added that vegetation at the estuary had also been destroyed with abandoned basket traps left unused. He says the story is that Winneba water is always dirty. According to Ghana Water Company, mining activities upstream of the intake point have intensified in recent months, releasing silt, mud, and harmful chemicals into the river. This has sharply increased treatment costs and forced frequent shutdowns of the plant due to unbearable turbidity levels. And Sky, we already know that the Kwenyako headworks, which is on the same river, have been shut down. The question is, if the headworks upstream have been shut, why is the Winneba plant even running? Because the kind of water being produced, if you look at the quality of the water he showed us, I think the Winneba headworks probably needs to be shut as well. So it's a big issue. The Water Resource Commission says when they tested the turbidity of the river in July, it was 700 MTU. When they got to Kwenyako last 2 weeks, it was 9,000. For water to be drinkable, it must be below 5 MTUs
before they process it.
I'm telling you. So it's gone from 700 to 9,000.
Very deadly stuff.
Water that Ghana Water must give you must be below 5 MTUs.
Okay, the one they give you to drink.
Yes, and this has gone to 9,000.
And they have to treat it from 9,000 on.
It is terrible. So the Galamsey issue is big.
Huge, Bernard, let me just quickly tell you about the story. I found the story. You find that on Adom online, and it says the title is "Passengers Trapped After Temam-Pakadan Train Stops Abruptly en route to Afienya." The story says the Temam-Pakadan passenger train came to an unexpected halt just a few meters from the railway station after its emergency brake was activated. Now, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Authority, Dr. Frederick Apo, in an interview with Adom News, explained that investigations were underway to determine exactly which emergency brake was engaged. And later we got the explanation that some passenger pulled the emergency system.
They are not used to trains. So we are now understanding the train.
There is some lifeline for rice farmers in Ketu North. Following our stories, they get guaranteed market as the National Food and Buffer Stock Company has announced plans to operationalize an abandoned warehouse in the area and purchase rice directly from the farmers. It's an intervention secured from the efforts of the Member of Parliament for the area, Eric Edem Agbana. Now,
meanwhile, the Ghana Commodities Exchange also want to respond to questions we raised yesterday about what role they are playing in all of this glut, because we were questioning their existence. So they said they will respond this morning on their breakfast show. Let me just give you something quickly.
Okay, cool.
Value upgrade is real. Ignore FAQ confusion. So DSTV and the Minister of Communication all over the place. Now, MultiChoice Ghana has issued a clarification on the new DSTV value offerings taking effect yesterday, following confusion sparked by a recent published FAQ on its own website. This follows a joint press conference with the ministry and the MultiChoice Africa and MultiChoice Ghana. Now, in a statement, MultiChoice Ghana said the FAQ document had created a misleading impression of contradiction concerning the new value proposition. The company emphasized, quote, its full support for the joint media statement issued by the minister and confirmed that implementation of the offering had already begun. So we live to see. That's all. That was the newspaper review.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Before the business news, 2 different trucks are falling on their sides on the Temabound side of the motorway just after the toll booth, the one from Accra. Traffic is starting to build up. A bus from the armed forces is at the scene and the officers are helping with traffic management. This is from our traffic watch, Edwin. Thank you. City Business News with Ni Latte. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. This is the breakfast edition of City Business News on 97.3 City FM, brought to you by Valex, MTN, and EcoBank. Coming up, Bank of Ghana moves closer to regulating virtual assets, including cryptocurrency, with a new draft bill pending parliamentary approval. Also, reference rates for commercial lending eases further again, an adjustment which could increase credit demand and lower borrowing costs. Much later in the bulletin, financial sector players caution against over-tightening of economic indicators as inflation falls to 9.4% for September 2025. I am Ni Latte here with the details. Ghana is edging closer to price stability as year-on-year inflation slowed to 9.4% in September, the first single-digit reading in 4 years. It is on the back of this that government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu is challenging policymakers, businesses and other stakeholders not to become complacent but to protect the hard-won gains. He stresses that keeping inflation on a downward path will depend heavily rather on sound fiscal policy and strong private sector support.
September release confirms that Ghana is actually moving firmly towards price stability and macroeconomic stabilization in general. The inflation at 9.4% is the lowest we've seen in 4 years, down from nearly 24% at the end of last year. But the progress, I must say, must be protected. Global shocks can return, and domestic supply challenges still remain. And sustaining this momentum will require discipline from government, responsibility from businesses, and vigilance from households.
Government statistician Dr. Alassane Idrisu, but is the 9.4% rate truly optimal? Well, some economists warn that pushing inflation too low could have unintended consequences. Professor Peter Korte of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research says while the single-digit figure signals significant progress, driving inflation further down could also slow growth and weigh on heavily on overall economic activity.
Some level of inflation is good. I mean, when government is spending, government is constructing roads, etc., it puts money in people's pockets. If you fight inflation so hard, you'll be hurting spending, you'll be hurting the economy as well. We need an optimal rate of inflation, and it's been estimated that anything in the range of 12 to 15% for a developing country like ours is acceptable. For a developing country, yes, anything around 10 is fine. At the moment, it's 9.4, close to 10. So it's not as bad as, it's okay. But if we try to drive it further down, we are going to hurt the economy. It means government is not spending. And that can affect aggregate demand. That can affect people's livelihood significantly.
Professor Peter Korte is a professor of economics with ISE. More on the economy. Borrowing costs for businesses and households are set to ease further as the Ghana reference rate, which is the benchmark for commercial lending, has dropped to 17.86% in October, down from 19.86% the previous month. The decline follows the Bank of Ghana's decision to cut its policy rate by 350 basis points to 21.5% at the 126th Monetary Policy Committee meeting. With the improving inflation dynamics and a more stable macroeconomic outlook amid expectations of increased credit demand, will commercial banks adjust their lending rates accordingly?
The adjustment comes after the Ghana reference rate had inched up slightly from 19.67% in August to 19.86% in September. The benchmark has now fallen by nearly 12 percentage points since January, when it was recorded at 29.72%. This sharp drop could pave the way for more competitive lending rates across the banking sector, providing much-needed relief to small and medium-sized enterprises and improving access to credit. However, structural issues such as non-performing loans and exchange rate risk could slow how quickly banks pass on these reductions to borrowers. Still, the October decline adds to growing optimism about Ghana's economic trajectory as inflation continues to ease and monetary policy reforms boost confidence in the private sector.
Emmanuel Opon with that Business Desk report. You are still listening to the breakfast edition of City Business News with me, Ni Lati. Now, the Bank of Ghana has advanced steps to bring virtual assets under formal regulation to strengthen financial sector oversight and protect investors. To this end, the central bank has drafted the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill developed in collaboration with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Financial Intelligence Center to set clear rules for Let me take the story again. The Bank of Ghana has advanced steps to bring virtual assets under formal regulation to strengthen financial sector oversight and protect investors. To this end, the central bank has drafted the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill, developed in collaboration with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Financial Intelligence Center to set clear rules for cryptocurrency exchanges and other virtual asset operators to ensure that they operate within the country's anti-money laundering and consumer protection frameworks. The draft law is now proceeding to Parliament for consideration. More in the following report.
In July 2025, the central bank conducted a mandatory registration exercise for all virtual asset service providers, which provided updated baseline data on the sector. The findings are expected to guide the creation of a regulatory framework that is both market relevant and fit for purpose. Looking ahead, the bank has outlined a phased approach to implementing the new framework once the Virtual Asset Service Provider Act is passed. Priorities include ongoing consultations with government stakeholders, the launch of a dedicated online portal for compliance and information support, and national awareness campaigns to ensure smooth industry adoption. The bank emphasized that the initiative is aimed at fostering a safe, transparent, and innovative virtual asset ecosystem that protects users, encourages responsible innovation, and safeguards the integrity of Ghana's financial system. The Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill marks Ghana's most comprehensive step yet toward regulating the fast-growing digital asset industry, aligning with global trends in financial oversight.
Daniel Odro-Mensah with that Business Desk report. We are longer on the Bank of Ghana because it has stepped up its monetary tightening efforts by raising 7.74 billion Ghana cedis through the sale of the 56-day central bank bills to absorb excess liquidity from the market. The bills were issued under the bank's open market operations, cleared at an interest rate of 21.4%, just below the policy rate of 21.5%, to anchor inflation expectations and stabilize the cedi. However, there are concerns that the lack of detailed auction data makes it difficult to gauge investor appetite and also the broader demand environment. Now, businesses and individuals are being urged to be circumspect as cyber threats in the financial sector and digital economy continue to rise. Director General of the National Information Technology Agency, Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo, is advising firms and the public to safeguard sensitive information such as PINs, avoid clicking on suspicious links, and verify online transactions to prevent falling victim to scams and fraud. He gave the advice on the sidelines of the launch of the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Don't expose your credentials to anybody. If you say this is your PIN, it is your PIN. It is your personal identification number. It is personal to you. Under no circumstance must you expose it to anybody. You must protect your PIN, because at the moment you expose it, then anybody can have access to your system and other systems also. And again, if the moment you feel that there's a breach, you quickly have to change your PIN or your password. Do not keep one password for a very long time. Frequently, you have to change your password. And you have to also make sure that you don't fall prey to promotions you have not entered into. They'll send you a promotion that your birthday has won 50 million. Meanwhile, you know that you have not entered into any promotion.
Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo is Director General of the National Information Technology Agency. Finally, on the forex markets this morning, you could get the dollar at 13 cedi 60 per Swiss, the British pound trading at 18 cedi 70 per Swiss. That of the euro could be sold to you at 16 cedis. These are average rates from some forex bureaus in the capital and not the interbank rates published by the Bank of Ghana. And that's it for the breakfast edition of City Business News. Our top stories and more on citynewsroom.com/business. I'm Neil Latte. Do have a good business day.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change. Powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Minsaka insurance claim no. Let us say.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
Minsaka no. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Munsaka.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
And it's just amazing how the world is changing. Fascinating to think about what's next. Today they say AI, yes, and it's all over the place. Who knows what's next tomorrow? A lot is changing, but guess what? So has EcoBank. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has pioneered a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today. From the mobile app EcoBank Pay, express points across the country, EcoBank is right where you are. EcoBank is a better way to bank your way. EcoBank is absolutely the Pan-African bank. Hello, boss lady. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to you, the go-getter, the planner, the do-it-all woman. You're building your business one bold step at a time. This is your shout-out. MTN sees you. We are cheering you every step of the way. We've created the MTN Ejumapa just for you. Listen, it's more than a bundle. It's your new business bestie. With special data and call bundles, you stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. But wait, there is more. MTN Ejumapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build, because we know you're not just working for today, you're building a future. It's time to level up, skill up, and shine brighter than ever. Dial star 5060 hash now. Grab your Ejumapa bundle. Let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business. EcoBank and MTN are proud to be associated with the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. Kickoff is coming your way shortly. You deserve financial peace. Lesheho is here to give you just that. Life comes with financial challenges, but with Lesheho, you don't have to face them alone. Whether it's education, rent, or unexpected expenses, we've got the right loan to meet your needs at the right time. So call or WhatsApp 02700 40799. Let's make life easier together. T's and C's apply. Lesheho, let's improve life.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
And Edwin Kwakofi joins us with Kickoff. Good morning. You're looking colorful this morning.
Thank you very much, Caleb.
Super.
Well, it's the Thursday edition of Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show with me, Edwin Kwakofi. Well, we start with defending champions PSG, who left it late, but in true the champions fashion, they stunned Barcelona with a stoppage time winner. There's more in the bulletin, which is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana, Zonda GH, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Well, let's begin with the Black Stars, and the Ghana Football Association has confirmed that FIFA has changed the venue for the penultimate 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier between Central African Republic and the Black Stars of Ghana. The match will now take place at the Stade Donner de Meknes. The kickoff time, date, and match officials remain unchanged. Staying with the national team, and press attaché at the U.S. Embassy in Ghana, Matthew Asada, has spoken about the rivalry and relationship between Ghana and the United States. He believes such encounters will help strengthen ties between the two nations. He further noted that once Ghana qualifies for the World Cup, more activities will be rolled out to deepen this partnership.
The remarks were made by press attaché with the U.S. Embassy in Ghana, Matthew Asada, during an event where he shared insights on America's participation at Expo 2020 in Dubai. He noted that the U.S. pavilion attracted 1.5 million visitors, underscoring how World Expos create opportunities for nations to strengthen bilateral relations, enhance nation branding, and secure commercial benefits through sideline business deals. With World Expo Belgrade 2027 and World Expo Riyadh 2030 in the...
We want to make sure that the world is welcome to this mega sporting event. So whether it's the United States with Ghana or the United States with any of the other countries, we want to make sure that we're working with everyone, and hopefully Ghana will qualify. And once it does qualify, we can think about what we can do together. And as I said, one of the things that we're really interested in celebrating the World Cup is here in Ghana. And we want people to experience a little bit of the United States, a little bit of Mexico, a little bit of Canada here in Ghana. So there's 16 cities that are hosting the World Cup. There are 16 regions, and perhaps we can touch each one of these regions in some way, somehow, on the journey to 2026.
Apologies for the wrong inset earlier, but that was the press attaché at the U.S. Embassy in Ghana, Matthew Asada. Now, the head coach of the Black Starlets, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, says his side will present a completely different outlook as they face the Ivory Coast in the WAFU Zone B Under-17 Championship final. The Starlets booked their place at the 2026 Under-17 African Cup of Nations in Morocco after defeating Nigeria 2-0 in the semi-final at the Stade Charles Konambani in Yamoussoukro. Having already lost to the Ivorians earlier in the tournament, Coach Ogum insists this time around the new strategies that have been put in place will ensure the outcome is different.
It will be a different Ghana. Our structure will be different. Our mentality, our character, everything will be different. They defeated us in the group stage, so fortunately we've been able to play them. So we know what to do. We'll go back and then prepare ourselves in terms of our mentality, in terms of our character. We need to stay focused on the field. Tactically, we also have to re-strategize to make sure that we meet them boot for boot.
That was Black Starlets head coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum. Now, the Court of Arbitration for Sport has rejected King Faisal's request for a stay of execution on the Ghana Football Association's Ordinary Congress and resolutions passed during the session. In a letter to the Division 1 League side signed on the 1st of October, the Swiss-based dispute resolution body added that the costs of the present order shall be determined in the final order or any other final disposition of the arbitration. Wednesday's decision is in response to a formal complaint filed on the 15th of September by Evans Adika on behalf of their client, King Faisal. In the said petition, King Faisal claimed that the GFA should not have held its Congress because it was formally served with a notice of injunction. And let's head to match day 2 of the Champions League football, where PSG did this.
Amy, Ramos is square. Could this be the winner? Gonzalo Ramos for Paris Saint-Germain. As the clock hits 90, PSG has surely won it. Barca's defence exposed there. And that was so critical for Paris Saint-Germain.
Defending champions beating Barcelona by 2-1 late in the game. Gonzalo Ramos with the winner there. In the other games, Karabakh beat Copenhagen by 2-0. Newcastle thrashed Union Saint-Gilloise 4-0, recording their biggest ever win in the Champions League. Speaking after the game, the head coach for Newcastle, Eddie Howe, says the win was a good way to pick up after the loss at the weekend to Arsenal.
Yeah, pretty good. I thought a strong performance from the players. I think a big response after the Arsenal ending. You know, I think to pick ourselves up so quickly and refocus on this game, which we knew would be difficult, was a real credit to the group, and strong start.
That was Newcastle boss Eddie Howe. AS Roma, they drew 2-2 with Manchester City scoring a late equalizer. And speaking after the game, Manchester City striker Erling Haaland believes the team was not good enough.
Of course, don't feel good. We don't win. We do something unnecessarily in the second half, and I don't think we play good enough. So we don't deserve to win, and yeah, that's why.
You say you didn't play well. What do you think was missing from your performance then?
I think we need more energy. We need to get at them more as we did in the first half. We dominated much more, and now in the second half they took the lead much more, and I don't think it's good enough.
That was Manchester City striker Erling Haaland. Dortmund, they beat Athletic Bilbao by 4-1. Napoli were 2-1 winners over Sporting Lisbon. 2 goals from Rasmus Højlund. Villarreal drew 2-2 with Juventus. Arsenal beat Olympiacos 2-0 with goals from Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. Reacting to the win, Arsenal head coach Mikel Arteta says he is pleased.
Well, very happy obviously with the win and the clean sheet against, as we predicted, a very tough opponent. I think we started the game very, very good. Scored the goal, had some big chances that in the Champions League don't put them away. After you're going to suffer, and then we had a period in the game we became a little bit open. We needed a big save from David in one action to keep the clean sheet. But overall, after 3 days and the game that we had to play in Newcastle, credit to the boys the way we performed.
That was Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta. PSV drew 1-1 with Bayer Leverkusen. And tonight we have the Europa League matches. Panathinaikos take on Go Ahead Eagles. Roma face Lille. Star Bucharest take on Young Boys. Ludogorets take on Real Betis. Victoria Pilsen hosts Malmo. Fenerbahce face OGC Nice. Celtic take on Braga. These games all kick off at 4:45 p.m. At 7 p.m. Feyenoord hosts Aston Villa. Celta Vigo take on PAOK. And Basel face Stuttgart. Let's head to the EPL now, and Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim says the Premier League is a completely different challenge on his own. After spending a year with the club, he explained that even though he's faced some of the big clubs in Europe before, the Premier League presents a unique level of difficulty altogether.
It's a completely different reality. I remember I played maybe 7-8 games in Champions League against English teams and in Europa League. But to play this league is completely different. Yeah. Even the game that team plays in Europe compared to here in England is completely different. Yeah. So I learned a lot last year. But the biggest difficulty was to change completely, to come from one place that you control more or less the outcome of the games, how it's going to be, to have that certainty in every moment, to come to a team and to a league that you never know.
You heard Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim, and that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell Go Well, Politangana, Zonda GH, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. I am Edwin Kwakofi. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at the Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Hey there, all enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist, though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
You can't tell what your baby will become or what his interests will be. But you can help her get a strong start with good nutrition. Yum Vita, made with the goodness of milk, plus Nutri-V, is a delicious, nutrient-rich cereal for your baby. Oh yeah, older ones love it too. Give your baby good nutrition for a strong start. Yum Vita is available in other yummy variants. Yum Vita, a delicious way to grow. This advert is FDA approved.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for our October intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 211 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Sankofa pepper powder, Sankofa pepper powder, Sankofa pepper powder. Abuna abonje krakra, Sankofa pepper powder. Sankofa pepper powder. Jawom.
Hey, El Chamano, I agree to. I miss you. Salary them pay last week. This week, no, it finished. How? But don't you have GCB mobile app? Just request a salary advance. You will get it in 30 seconds.
Gosh, it just dropped like it's hot. Get up to 80% of your salary anytime with a GCB mobile app at the lowest interest rates. Switch to a GCB salary account now and payday can be any day. Download the GCB mobile app on Google Play, App Store, or Huawei App Gallery. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. You know that petty trader in your neighborhood, the one who sells cocoa every morning? She isn't well-to-do, but with her small daily earnings, she managed to see her children through the best universities. She didn't wait to be rich first. She simply kept saving and investing bit by bit. That's the quiet power of discipline. At Petra, we don't wait for you to be rich enough. We work with you from day one, because with us, your little today can become a lot tomorrow. So let's do life together. Dial *447*70# to speak to a financial advisor today. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Citi 97.3.
Mekita, Metim, Masensan, or Don Crata, Uyemi Kuku, Mebo Huanga, to be in tea and Tessa, or Penaba, Mammy, Huaya, Apatre, Bini, I am Pata, Washa Michelle Wina, Ebebaso, Yamia Fanebo, any or Beto, Bompaye, Penny, Daso, Makoma dear, Uni be am pray home or dog, Ebeyanka, Sisi Waso, Eka, and Senkwa, Kunyamu, Napinti, Emma, Baba Mumu, with the enemy, Inti, Kwamimu, if you say Obako, Red Dry, the Duffo, the city here, if you are me and Yamiani so Dako, a favorite, you might dear cost so slow, Sam Kuchu, Awakuma Nito, Mayeni Padding, Yamifani Kuku, the Okrama Huan, or Bepo Ubu, a Jamwa, Ubunanichi, or Pumbi Mutua, or Pumbi Abue, Yamin the Bo Nipa, Kateshi, Nukwe, and so Wasian Kunimdi, Nakwama, and Suma Bipwe, Debbie Debbie, from Medicaid, Trouble Toyam, a Yamia Fine, a bread, Nadia Dania, the woman said, say, me Huni Warrior, at the time, me one, Mema what I say, I say a cassia, or your medal for chair, yeah, comply, and a cassia, sa, Naya Cassa, Jim, say, me Cosa Kusanina, me tree, and Chakra, and you, Yamati team, young we dear, Bessie, or dog, see a boat, a real way, and what tie, any coat, I feel so abrabo, yeah, make it too. Penny said, when Tia Musu, Supe, Supe, I could come and so. Supe, 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 Supe. Order, the brody, order, Mesu, order, Yamipa, order, Cabebo, order, the brody, Mesu, order, Yamipa, order, Cabebo.
I didn't need to bomb, I think he's going crazy. I take, that my daddy super Audi. I pay consent, now all you, the shay, has to come on an Audi. Ubati, hey, Araba, and right here, the home, Papa, say I'm a friend. And Dada, or come back on the Mr. Oya Wildo, or by if you're the dark man, ya go, hey. Me say, me want for what they pass yaki kasan and it's what in the tent. Araba so cock, took, bele, what did the home command the cop? Never get it, I can let it go. Tia to me a part, why? One wine. I said, me so to the pin, now the common wine. Want to be a facoto, young wine. She call me a poma, Pacobo, over, a brassy, casting nova. Kitty, then I come on black star. Mr. P.O.P., who represent your pop, one up, blaster. Woo! Disaster.
.37 on a rainy morning here in Adabraka, Accra. Meanwhile, kickoff was brought to us by Shell V Power with Dynaflex technology. How do you want your engine to feel today? Confident, protected, ready to perform? Then let's talk about Shell V Power. Shell V Power with Dynaflex tech is specially formulated to clean and protect your engine, giving it the boost it needs. It's designed to remove performance robbing deposits so your engine performs at its best. Fill up with Shell V Power at a Shell service station near you and feel performance, feel convenience, feel confidence, and feel protection. Feel unbeatable because the best choice just feel right. So much to do on the show this morning. Later this morning, the Minister for Agric is our guest. Sorry, Minister for what? Transport. Agric is in my head because yesterday we spoke to the Minister for Agric on the glut and the whole issues of farmers not getting market for their produce.
So some people should send their questions for the transport minister.
Exactly.
And you know, the transport is not linked to roads. So people should avail their minds to this when they are sending their questions.
Yes.
You know, it's not a road.
Yeah. I actually think the big question for the minister is mobility. How does he intend to balance the various modes of transport? We seem fixated with roads because in Ghana we use road transport as the dominant form.
Yeah, who went to put the brakes on the Impakadan tree yesterday? I hope he has answers.
Charlie,
they should prosecute this person.
I don't even know. So the train was moving and he went to pull the brake.
What is wrong with us?
The first one with fault, the first one with the track on the
somebody went to put car on the road tracks the first
then
time.
We destroyed it.
Maybe we are not used to rail.
Paid so much money. And then this one you go and pull the
brake. Emergency brake. Who asked you?
But at least they got to their destination successfully.
When he comes to ask
after trapping the people for close to an hour.
Oh, they were trapped?
Yes. Emergencies, you pull the thing, now they have to find a way of getting into the train to free the people.
Maybe it was good to test it that way. We wanted to test it. You wanted to test it.
Last the person.
Well, when you play Mr. POP, you have to also add Sikamba to just
change the flavor.
Equation. A couple of birthdays coming through this morning. Happy birthday to our nephew Jeremy Efson. He turns 17 today. May the Lord be praised in his life. He's in SSS. Or is he's at SSS or he's in SSS? Which is which? Anyhow, he's at Presec reading science. This is from... who is this from? I don't know. Well, somebody who's your uncle, obviously. Or your dad. Well, please add your name to the messages so we can know where it's coming from. So, Jeremy Efson is 17 today. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Beautiful.
And to our amazing son, Jesse Owen of Bishop Bauer School, your love makes every day brighter, from Bill and Franklina, your parents. Happy birthday, Mr. Steven Abuaji. Wishing you a fantastic year filled with success, joy, and continued impact. Your leadership at Star Holiday Travel inspires excellence every day. Cheers to more milestones and memorable journeys. This is from Emmanuel Obu. Happy birthday to Fifi Buafu. Wishing you many blessings and happiness from Kofi Chamanting and members of the YNWA family. And to Mrs. Is it Lawe or Lawyer?
Lawe.
No, I don't even know. So Mrs. Nadu Billy Joe Jinapo.
Okay.
So it can't be Lawe. It's probably lawyer.
Lawyer.
But you can't say Mrs. Lawyer. You can't say that, right?
You like titles.
Charlie. So it's lawyer Mrs.
Everything.
Is it even...
lawyer is not a title, it's
Charlie,
a profession.
For some people it is, my brother.
Presenter Benadable.
You can keep your own as the... You can keep your own as a profession. Some people use your own as title.
We will start writing our names to PRS. PRS Benadable.
All right, so this is to... so let's get this right. So this is to Nadu Jinapo, from your husband Samuel Jinapo, the minister, or the... Is Samuel the minister or the other one? Which one is which?
Yes, Samuel Jinapo.
No,
the former minister.
John is minister.
Okay, so Samuel is the MPP one.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So Mrs. Lawyer Nadu Jinapo, this whole thing is Kofi Chamantin's fault. He went to add that lawyer thing to the whole problem.
Kofi go again.
I'm telling you. He went to write that thing.
Kofi go stop doing this thing.
So she's Mrs. Nadu Jinapo,
yeah.
from her husband Samuel Jinapo.
Yeah, so if you like, you can add that a barrister at law. So
at the end.
Yeah, at the end. If you
Not
like.
at the beginning.
Yeah,
but now we know.
Yeah.
So, presenter Richard Dalaska, Esquire.
As we always say, don't just send a request. Spend using MasterCard. Send them on a date. Buy new things for them. Just swipe it. You can buy breakfast, lunch, or supper on Saturdays with your MasterCard. You can shop locally and internationally with just a tap. And if you are out and about, pay by inserting your card, tapping, or scanning. All the birthday shouts on this show are brought to you by MasterCard.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spot in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for a MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Beverly, Sharon, Cindy, Girl, Tyra, Simone.
7:45 on the City Breakfast Show. You've been planning and waiting for the right time to make your move. Well, Stanbic Bank rates have dropped, and this is the time. Take those bold steps to fund your dream with a Stanbic personal loan, vehicle loan, consumer finance, solar loan, home loan, or credit card. Be unstoppable with Stanbic Bank. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh to get started. Yomvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time for babies 6 months and above very easy, with 3 delicious flavors: rice, wheat and maize, and wheat. Baby gets a variety of cereals. Yomvita infant cereal is enriched with Nutri-V. It contains 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. We recommend you add previously boiled water, stir, and experience the joy of feeding baby. Yomvita, good nutrition for a strong start. Now, the GIPC, which is the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and the 24 Plus Secretariat, is kicking off the regional investment roadshows with Volta and OT regions. This is 27th to 31st October on the theme Driving Local Investment, Unlocking Regional Potential. Now, the center, with support from regional coordinating councils, will organize exhibitions and high-level business forums on the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development initiative. Join us in the Volta region on Tuesday, 28th October at UHAS in Ho, and in the OT region on Thursday, October 30 at Bosachu Hotel. Speakers include the Chief of Staff, Minister for Trade, MPs, and other ministers of the region. Now, if you want to be part of this GIPC, Volta, and OT regional road shows, call Zainabu on 0244 670301. That's Zainabu on 0244 670301, or call Yolanda on 020 380 1687. 020 380 1687. As Richard Sky always says, when we put these numbers on air, don't call them for other reasons. remember the ECG number. So please, these 2 numbers we are putting out is strictly for Volta and OT roadshow.
Not any other thing.
So let me, if I shouldn't have even added the names. Richard Sky.
Yeah, your voice is very nice, by the way.
People, people don't understand boundaries in Ghana, and we need to really use the media to teach that. I know you are going there. Like, people call people to ask for a formal request, and then they sort of go off course. And if the person on the line is not minded to remain professional, or if they get upset, they say, the person is rude.
Yes.
But you can't call. So if when you call Zainab and Yolanda at GIPC, don't go and do anything. Just call them and say, Bernard said you are doing some regional something. How can I register? Don't say, please, where do you stay? Don't do those things. Omani, we have to change this LPM in some way. The way we are putting Zainab and Yolanda on SF is some way to me. Akoto, so you were saying something that...
Yeah. 2 things for me. 2 things for two quick things for me. The first one, look. Keatehehe in the Highlands of Scotland.
Who is that?
This Ghanaian young man who is collecting queens from other continents.
On him?
He's added to the flock.
So BBC did a story 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We brought on Tech and Social Media Trends.
Yeah.
And that they were thinking of moving him from the forest.
Yes.
What has happened now?
He's added to the flock. So there's an Argentine queen now.
Are you serious?
This Prempeh boy, we need to deal with him.
Those who don't, who is Kinate?
So Kinate. This young Ghanaian who has established a kingdom in the highlands of Scotland.
Seriously?
With Queen Akhenaten. Nandi. And now he has added the Argentine one. From the Americans. So he has added the queen. It's like he's collecting continental queens in the forest there.
No, we are laughing, but this is serious. So Sky News did a report on this.
Yeah. Now
and they say he's a Ghanaian?
Yeah, who is very Ghanaian.
Oh, Charlie. Former
Valley View boy, former Prempeh boy, sadly.
And he set up a kingdom.
Yeah.
In a Scottish forest.
Yeah.
How do you set up a kingdom in the
forest? He's bringing us close to our core, our primal need.
Are you serious?
Yes. So everything is very indigenous.
In Scotland. And he's staying in the forest.
Yes, please.
With how many women now?
So he's added. We haven't yet discovered the name of the Argentine queen, but he has Nandi and he has Queen Akhenaten.
All his subjects are women.
Yeah.
And why is the British police still waiting for him?
No, they said I think they have to find ways of legally removing him.
It's not like here that you just
isn't the forest a protected area?
Yeah, it may be a protected area, but there's
they have rights.
So he's living. He has right set up a kingdom in another person's country.
Yeah, I mean,
he has rights. The manner of the remover.
Yeah. They have a whole human rights legislation modeled on European standards.
But
so you can't just go and...
That is by the by for me.
Wait, no, let's deal with this.
Yeah.
You are telling me that somebody... What visa is he on?
I don't know that one. I don't know.
He's destroying our visa chances.
Yeah.
And they should remove the guy.
You have to use proper procedure.
Really?
Yes.
So he's setting up a kingdom in Scotland.
He has set up the kingdom already.
And it's called King Atehe.
Some people say Atehini.
The reports called him Atehe. So I'll stick with that because the first thing they will do is ask what is your name. And so he pronounce his name.
And this is like 3 weeks old, and they still can't remove him.
Yeah, he's ongoing.
He's there for now.
Can't they just get a court order?
Yeah, so they are working on that.
But it's taking almost a month too.
Well, it takes time.
And the forest isn't code.
Oh, no, it's not. Now it's getting into which is it getting to?
Because we are in November.
No, it's not yet
October.
winter yet. Yes.
So can I set up a kingdom in the forest just like that?
You can't do that. You can't do
it. Yes, you are saying human rights.
And the only sovereign in the UK is
so is it a subversive act or is Scotland?
We'll see how that goes there.
So it's a new skin of Scotland.
Yeah.
But why is he saying he's a Ghanaian? You should say he's from somewhere else.
That's what he
says. He's an African, the leader of an African tribe.
What's the name of the tribe?
Oh, let me
find it for me.
Yes.
Even the word tribe service and insult.
So yes, but Atehe's misbehavior is also linked to another one that is more serious. This was just by the by.
But Sky News has given this prime time. He said he's not serious.
No, because that one is.
He's disgracing us.
Yeah, they will remove him. But somebody is disgracing us in Ghana.
Wait, I want to give him the name of the kingdom.
He will find it. He's typing the thing for you. Yeah. Whilst he's doing that, let me talk to you about the member of parliament for Chifu Achimokwa.
What did he do now?
David Von D. I'll add honorable.
What did he do?
Because I've heard him, comment on this KNUST story where the headmaster, an assistant headmaster academic, has been dismissed. I've heard the gender ministry say they are pursuing his arrest. I don't know why it's taking so long and why it even had to take a gender ministry's intervention for an arrest to be made. In the first place,
he's a headmaster fondling a student.
The law is very clear. An underage student.
The student is below 18.
And the law is very clear.
And captured on camera.
Yeah, on what needs to be done. It doesn't need
why
state
is the ministry
intervention.
Now needing to say anything?
But my comment is, look, if a member of parliament, and yesterday I also must say he tried to apologize for his very distasteful comments.
What did he say initially?
Basically sought to
say that the girl consented to the
there
act.
was a possibility of consent in the matter. And if this were secondary school, the Speaker of Parliament should take Honorable David Von D to the back of Parliament and say, weed this part of Parliament. But they have the Privileges Committee for that. So I would urge the Privileges Committee. The apology yesterday was not an apology. He tried to apologize, but it wasn't an apology. He's saying that if we find the comments distasteful, I'm telling him that the comments were distasteful. There's no if in what he said. And if that is how he thinks, and he's sitting in Parliament, Imagine if a law comes before him that deals with these matters. That is what will inform the kind of contributions he makes.
But why would he want to justify such a thing?
I don't even know why. But you see, that's also the thing. And it raises the point about boundaries that you raised. Look, a lot of Ghanaians, a lot of Ghanaian men, a lot of Ghanaian women, a lot of Ghanaian boys, a lot of Ghanaian girls don't understand the concept of consent, don't understand boundaries, don't understand different levels of harassment,
sexual misconduct.
Sexual misconduct. For a lot of us, it's this. I'll give a typical example. We had, back in the day, a high-ranking official of the Ghana Football Association was on assignment, went to a different country, and commented about the body of a worker of a hotel in an elevator. It became a big issue that he was sent back from the country. Because the country said, you can't come and talk about somebody like that here. But why would he do that? Because over here, like, he would say, oh, look at your body. And they, oh, you're not allowed to say things like that. Okay, so just to not digress and focus on David Von D, when the Privileges Committee resumes, I urge them to call him and tell him a thing or two.
He said it on radio.
Oh, yes. They should call him and tell him a thing or two about how parliamentarians are supposed to behave, how they are supposed to talk.
Yeah.
It is not everything that you have to comment on. If you don't understand it, keep quiet.
Yeah.
But for a member of parliament to be seen to try and justify what is clearly an illegal act, what is clearly a morally offensive act like this, I think he did not do himself and the people of Achimokwa, Chufo Achimokwa any credit. There isn't much that can be done to him, you know, apart from maybe the people saying we won't vote for you next time. But he must feel ashamed, and that is why I'm mentioning his name. And you see, the honorable sometimes you throw it around, but David Von D, you did not behave properly.
These were his words. I'm quoting him from the story by the Adom FM online. It says, quote, if you look at the video very carefully, sincerely, the man was not forcing the girl, Mr. Von D said. He added, it is something I believe both the assistant headmaster and the girl agreed on. There is nothing in the video that shows or suggests that he was forcing her. They both consented to be in that situation.
So does he think that a headmaster and a female student can at any point be in any consensual relationship?
No, so let me address it in the
How is that even
context
possible?
of the law. You
Go
see,
ahead.
under the law, a child cannot consent to a thing like that. So at 16, the law says, yes, you can consent, right? But below 16, as we are told, any consent given is invalidated simpliciter. It is not lawful. So what happened would come within the scope of Section 103 of the Criminal Code, which deals with indecent assault. If something happened beyond that, which would be, say, penetration or whatever, then you can talk about defilement. But in this particular case, you are looking at Section 103, which says a person who indecently assaults another person commits a misdemeanor and is liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment of not less than 6 months. Now, 2 says a person commits the criminal offense of indecent assault if, without the consent of the other person, that person, A, forcibly makes a sexual bodily contact with the other person, or B, sexually violates the body of the other person in a manner not amounting to carnal knowledge or unnatural carnal knowledge. Now, so if you look at the wording of this particular provision, even if the girl is presumed to have given consent, that consent is invalidated by reason
But
of
even
her
if she
age.
was 17, the point about a headmaster and a student, there should also be rules and regulations and guidelines around the conduct of teachers. So even beyond the criminal code, I feel like the GES and the educational system should also have rules around what is permissible. So even on that level is wrong.
I think even the Children's Act speaks to this about the issue of exploitation of minors. And so for me, and maybe I will also address this, for me, first of all, I'm disgusted, and I want to use that word, by the remarks of the Member of Parliament. I think that for a lawmaker to display what appears to be ignorance is unfortunate. So first, what he's engaging in is victim blaming. And this victim is a minor, or most likely a minor. This is setting back all the work that has been done in protection of girl children or girl child in Ghana over the years. Okay, this justifies an unlawful act. Sky has read what the criminal code says about this. There's also that issue of imbalance, where he has power
How
over
can a headmaster and
over
a
the
student be in a consensual
So
relationship?
Even
It's not
if
possible.
she were not a minor, there's still that issue of exploitation. I think it's embarrassing, and what is even worse for me is what the apology of an apology that was done to maybe
He was trying to tidy it up and
deal
he
with the
didn't
bad
really-
press.
yeah.
Exactly. For somebody who makes the law to sit and make remarks as if he's not aware of the Criminal Offences Act, as if he's not aware of the Children's Act, as if so it creates the impression what we are condoning, and we are bringing back a certain narrative and a certain culture with these kinds of comments. My
about-
expectation is that, yes, as Godfred said, the Privileges Committee of Parliament, when Parliament resumes, must bring this
But what about
subject
the
up.
man who did the thing himself? You know, fine, we are talking about the remarks of the MP, but the original sin is what the headmaster did.
I think everybody is expecting criminal prosecution in this
But we
matter.
don't know if he's been arrested.
The gender minister called for.
Yeah, but
his
that's
arrest.
why should a minister have to call for the arrest of something that has been so widely? This is routine.
I'll tell you something. So, I was there was an incident recently at a school that, somewhere, 15-year-old. So, a very respected teacher in the school, somebody a lot of the parents feel very happy with and feel like they can leave their child with, left a note in the locker of one of the students. Right? And the student finds it and sends it to the headmaster principal of the school. Principal calls parents, informs parents. As soon as parents are informed, the next call, police station.
Yes.
They came to pick up the teacher from the classroom.
Straight.
Whether the parents agreed to the arrest or whatever,
It's gone beyond
it's
the
gone
parents.
beyond the parents.
It's not a family matter
It's not a
anymore.
family matter. They said, come and carry the teacher and go and deal with the matter.
How can a teacher be sending a 15-year-old student?
And,
He wasn't touching.
guys, mind
It
you,
was
this
notes.
is common
He-
practice.
Yes, he left a
This
note.
is common practice.
That was of an explicit nature in her locker room.
That's right.
And then here we are having to wait for a gender minister to even now direct.
So even if the
It means
gender
that- it means
minister
that the
is going to
system is
come
not
in,
really
The
But
GES
if
here.
the
the
gender
GES.
ministry is going to come in, then I'm expecting some kind of broad decision that is looking at, because this is a genuine problem that is still happening in secondary schools. I encountered similar when I was in secondary school. I'm reliably informed that not much has changed, and it's even worse. Male teachers are taking advantage of female students. So that's the level that I will expect the gender ministry,
Not
not
just for
just this issue,
Yeah.
but how you're going to deal with this across the country in secondary
She
schools
must
and
have a
even
meeting with the
primary
Minister
schools.
for Education,
Exactly.
a conversation around the status of such cases, and then maybe some far-reaching reforms.
And we need to
which
see
will be-
campaigns that will also inform these young girls to let them understand that they are indeed being violated.
Yeah, this is
And,
terrible.
and feel comfortable to come forward
Yeah.
with their claims.
All right, so that was some 2 bits of issues. Time checks 2 minutes past 8. Tech and social media trends is next, brought to you by First Bank. Now you can use and win from 1st September to 30th November. Use the First mobile app or *894# for your everyday transactions, and you could win a cool 500 CD cash every single week. The more you use your First mobile app or *894#, the better chance of winning. You can call First Solutions on 059-692-1921 or email firstsolutions@firstbankgroup.com to find out more. First Bank Ghana, you first. All right, Edwin.
Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone else. So, for the third straight day, Sam George and DSTV are top of the trends. And there's a new leg to the conversation which played out yesterday. First of all, DSTV or MultiChoice released a list of FAQs or frequently asked questions, which basically contradicted what Sam George said earlier. They say the thing was a promotion, the upgrades were a promotion, a number of things,
3
including
months.
yes,
They said you shouldn't even think of
downgrading. Yes,
in complete contradiction.
Yeah, which caused some chaos online, and then eventually they put out another statement saying that what they put out earlier, the FAQs, were basically an error, and that they agree with everything Sam George said in his jointly released statement, and that after 3 months the committee will reconvene to reconsider the packages and upgrades. So yes, it's caused a bit of confusion. I think the last statement has vindicated Sam George a bit, but I think people are wondering why the company would put out those FAQs if they weren't official.
Yeah. I think the first problem is, as we've said, the minister shouldn't have been the one announcing this.
Yeah.
The companies have announced this after the committee met, so that we know what they do. Now it's almost like the minister has said this, the company has to confirm. It's very untidy.
Yeah.
It's very, very untidy. Anyway, what else?
Yeah, so that's a dirty process there. Then we move on to the second trend, which is Grammy. Grammy is trending in Ghana because dancehall artist Shatawale, he put out a notice of submission saying he submitted his song Street Crown to be considered for a nomination at the Grammys for Best African Performance in the Latin Global Reggae, New Age, Ambient or Chant category. So he put out the notice of submission. He says his submission has been approved by the Grammys, but what he put out was just the notice of submission. We can't tell if it was approved or not, but obviously the Grammys will go through it, see if it's good enough to be nominated for that particular category. But people are already celebrating Shatawale, saying that he's taking Ghana one step further in our quest to win another Grammy or a Grammy. Yeah, so people are also comparing him with Stonebwoy as well. Obviously, those comparisons will always happen when that happens. So,
yeah, let's go. That's good.
Yeah, so, and as Godfred said earlier, King Atehehe is back in the threads because they've now been banned from re-entering the forest reserve where they set up camp.
The Kingdom of Kubala. So now the king of Kubala can't enter the kingdom.
Can't enter the kingdom.
That is good news. So give me details.
Yeah, so they have refused, the three of them, or four now, have refused to acknowledge the authority of the British authorities in that area. They say they will not move from there. They've actually relocated from the original spot to a spot that's close by. A court ruled
they are still within the kingdom.
A court ruled against them yesterday and awarded expenses against them, but they were not present for that.
They should bring the court into the kingdom.
The sovereign does no wrong.
So the kingdom is called Kubala.
Yeah, the kingdom of Kubala.
And the king is King Atehehe.
And
the queen
we have Queen Nandi, we have Akhenaten, and then the latest South American one, the Argentine one. Has her name been? I'm sure she will have one of these legendary Aztecan queen names. But we are saying that he's looking for a South African addition to the kingdom.
So their point.
I think the old students of Prempeh would have issued a formal statement on this matter.
This is your homework.
They say they are reclaiming land that was stolen from them 400 years ago. So that's why they are there, and they can't be moved by anyone else. The people in the area are calling for a stronger stance. They want them to be removed, but processes have to be followed as
King
the
hard guy.
Okay, so we move on to some tech news and Snapchat.
Akolache, don't tell me that old boy. Go and remove him from the forest. Because Akolache.
The same Prempeh that gave us before has given us kill.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
All right, so let's wrap up.
Let's move on to tech news. And Snapchat have announced that they will start charging for storing photos and videos, which obviously people aren't too happy with. They say if you have memories in the app that are above 5 gig, you have to start paying for them. They are offering up to a terabyte of added data. They released a statement saying that they know it's difficult to move from a service that you had for free to paying for it, but they assure their customers that it's worth it. So people obviously aren't happy about it because they use Snapchat for free.
Yeah.
They store their memories for free. So why the sudden change? But Snapchat say they'll give the customers a year worth of free space, cloud space, and then after that you start paying for it. Which
I think the storage is becoming a problem.
Yeah, because what it is many people, instead of storing on their regular phones, have now turned to Snapchat to be saving their videos and photographs. So if you do that, you are creating problems for the original platform. In which case they would have to be looking for space, getting servers and all of that, and it gets expensive.
All right, thank you. That was second social media trends.
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecel Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecel Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to end points to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in now for the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we sick out to bank be no lie? Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see crap, yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Hey, what man? Head recite ho. Now I Nexus cable metal I want to the biomo. Nexus cable metal fossil. At flexible. And now conduit cable 5,000 cedis Rukobiara or 1Q distributor. And now one retailer Biara. Joe receipt. And now invoice. So phone. Let your invoice. And now receipt a picture. Fuck WhatsApp numbers 055 255 7781 and 053 101 8643. Damadana. Obey Sika. Womo do. The send your phone able to invoice picture. Able to use the distributor on the phone. Let's send invoice. Them Sikana. About wow phone no do. So Nexus cable. ISO certified. Made in Ghana Papa B. To invoice you go WhatsApp numbers there. Now what's Rebecca cashback? Radio more
Nexon's cable metal. Electricity no get leg. It be Nexon's cable metal cable the carrier.
Channel 1 TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Before the end of this year, some significant improvement would have been noticed on that road. And it's not going to be a 9-day wonder. He's back to site to continue with the project.
Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
A lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders to create an environment that is conducive to trade and investment. We wish to partner with any nation of the world.
Channel 1 Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation.
Everything in this world is subject to abuse. And that's why there are checks and balances. That's why you have to also go to court and do...
From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
People normally enter the boats without the life jackets. We believe strongly that if they were wearing life jackets, their lives would have been saved.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
I thought I should contain myself. But he should be careful. He did not win the election on merit. The NDC won the Asokwa election by default. For whatever reason, we, the MPP, we decided to hand over power. Later.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change.
Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away. How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers. Offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Lakeside Estate is calling all business owners, institutions, and HR heads. Want to give your employees more than just a paycheck? Give them a place to call home. At Lakeside Estate, we're making it easy for companies to support their staff with beautiful lifestyle choice and affordable homes through flexible payment plans, staff financing, and mortgage options. Whether it's a 2-bedroom starter home, 3 bedrooms, or a spacious family home, Lakeside Estate has the perfect package for your team. Strong structures, modern finishes, and a vibrant community all are waiting. Let's partner together to give a lifetime value for your staff. Call our sales experts on 050-141-8622 or 050-859-8931 or visit lakesideestate.com. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
When the stars come out, Ghana Weekend turns up the lights. From the hottest red carpet moments to the wildest after parties. And for all your celebrations, anniversaries, and unforgettable moments, if it's happening, we're there. First, fast, and fabulously. Your front row pass to Ghana's A-list lifestyle is just a click or a channel away. GhanaWeekend.com and Ghana Weekend TV, where fame meets the fans. Promote your next big event with us, because when you party with the stars, the whole nation of Black Stars should know. Visit GhanaWeekend.com, watch and subscribe to Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube. Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle at GhanaWeekend.com, on X at Ghana Weekend, on TikTok, Ghana Weekend, and on Facebook at Ghana Weekend. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, all access, all glam, all yours.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
19 minutes past 8. So very soon we'll be speaking to Minister for Transport and MP for Saboba in the person of Joseph Bukari Nikbe. What question do you have for your Transport Minister? Before that, if you're a customer of Enterprise, then you should be gaining advantage points. You can rack up points and score awesome rewards by making purchases, renewing policies, and so much more through our self-service portal or the Enterprise Advantage app. Log into your account, access Advantage points, and start earning points for rewards like airtime, Momo, and more. Visit myenterprisegroup.net.gh for more information. Cowbell's got you in mind. We are offering you creamy goodness in two rich variants. The premium and the Vita Rich. Packs a protein of 23.6%. Perfect creamy companion for porridge, cereal, or beverage. Available at various prices in various sizes with vitamins A, B9, C, K, D, and E. So whether it's premium Cowbell powder or Vita Rich value, Cowbell's got you covered. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, Bernard, and let me tell you about Rewards by Access, a loyalty program designed to add value to your everyday banking experience. Every transaction you make with your Access card brings you closer to exclusive benefits, premium privileges, and personalized rewards, all tailored to suit your lifestyle. Points earned through your card transactions can be redeemed seamlessly at any of our merchant partners nationwide. So whether you're a frequent flyer, a regular shopper, or managing daily family, personal, or business needs, Rewards by Access ensures that you get more from every spend. Use your Access card today and enjoy a rewarding banking experience only with Access Bank. Visit www.loyaltyrewards.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call toll-free line 0800 00 4400. Access Bank, more than banking. Have you ever imagined owning your dream house and paying within 5 years with absolutely no interest? And on top of that, driving home in your very own electric car with over 300-kilometer range? Well, it's not a dream. It's the magic of Afro-Arab Properties. We're best known for building the most affordable, accessible, and quality homes in Ghana and rewarding our clients with amazing extras. So from 1 to 4 bedroom homes, Afro-Arab Properties has got you covered at prime locations including Manette, Spintex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalibotre, Tema, Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasamang, Apollonia, Majo, and more. Don't miss out. Call 0551 753 231 or 0244 109 144. You can also visit AfroArabProperties.com.
Okay.
And kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco, enriched with Enerfort, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including vitamins B, C, D, iron, and many more. With just 2 Ghana cedis, you can treat yourself and your little ones to a rich, delightful, chocolatey taste of Twisco and power the dream. Mix it with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. You can head to the nearest store and grab your Twisco 20-gram sachet, 400-gram sachet, or the 400-gram tin today. Twisco, power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Meanwhile, G&G understands that you need your power to be on throughout the day and that your power should never be interrupted. So we keep your well-powered with reliable generator, solar energy, UPS solutions that make sure your power never stops. So go to gjtechghana.com for your total energy solutions. G&J, your energy partner. And it's a season of winning again. Grab your phone and dial *712#. Choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself or option 2 to buy for someone else. We're talking about the luckiest. You can go to theluckiestafrica.com and register. Tap on the community tickets to either pick your own lucky number or let the system choose for you. Whichever way you choose, you can multiply your money by 500 times with the whole community winning over 10 times over. The luckiest because luck is everywhere. Enjoy the classic taste of Piva Cola, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grapefruit, and Piva Tangy. Available at your local store. Call 0550-032-231. The minister is here. Before I talk to him, I just like to ask each of my panelists here, what's the most pressing problem in transportation you think the minister should be addressing? Kakra.
Public transport.
Public transport. Yeah. For you. Public transport.
Yes.
I think I share in the same view, public transport and perhaps proper rail infrastructure that we will actually see be totally manifested. If we're going to see a rail from Adenta to Tamale,
you want a rail from Adenta to Tamale?
I mean, that's going to solve a lot of problems.
You want a rail from Adenta to Tamale? Amazing stuff. So public transport is big on the agenda. So the funny thing, the minister actually celebrates his birthday tomorrow, strangely. October 3. So he came one day before his birthday.
Birthday in advance.
Yeah.
Happy birthday in advance.
He's the member of parliament for Saboba.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you are in your 4th term. Am I mistaken? 4th term. He missed 1 term. So I think you missed the 2017 to 2021 term. Yes. So you've been in parliament. So it's your 4th term as an MP. So you entered parliament first in when? 2009, when President Mills became president. Wow. And you are from Saboba. It used to be called Saboba Chereponi, but it's now Saboba. It's now, you're on L. You're on Saboba. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you, Bernard, and good morning to you and your colleagues here. It's a joy being here this morning.
It's a pleasure to have you. When you were appointed, a lot of my media colleagues weren't sure they knew you. Only the parliamentary correspondents knew. But generally, it was like, who is he? So is that your style? Because you've been in parliament for 4 terms. So that means that you've been in Ghana's system for a long time. Yet you are very under the radar, very low key. Is that deliberate?
Not necessarily. You should understand and know what you are in for. Representing people is one of the good things that everybody will want to have. And by so doing, you have to have a reason why you are in parliament.
Okay.
Coming from a deprived constituency, we'll first tell you that, look, you need to lobby and have what your people want for them. And so within those years, it has been behind the scenes and working.
Lobbying a lot.
To be able to bring development for my people.
How far is Saboba from Accra?
Roughly 12 hours on road.
12 hours? Would you use the central corridor or the eastern corridor if you're going?
The central corridor. The eastern corridor, though is the shortest, but the condition of the road sometimes.
So if you use eastern corridor, means you would have to cross pontoons and stuff. You have to.
There are 2 ways. If you go through Dambai, you have to cross through the pontoon. But if you use to Howe and Jasikai,
that's to Yendi.
That is straight to Yendi.
And it takes 12 hours.
No, that will take roughly 10 to 11. But the road is not good. That could be more too. So but through Kumasi, Tamale. Yes.
So if you leave at 8:30 this morning to your constituency by road, you get there by...
You need 4 hours to Kumasi, 6 hours from Kumasi to Tamale. And then, if you have a strong vehicle, 2 hours to Saboba from Tamale.
So probably get there at 8:30 p.m. if you leave this morning. So it means you have to fly to Tamale and then go by road.
Some 2 hours.
It means that MPs from the north and from the hinterlands, it's more difficult for you to be in touch. Because if I'm MP for Ningo Pram Pram, I can just go every day and I live there. So every day I'm meeting people. So you have to go Do you go every week?
Not every week. You can't do that. If you have only one day, you will not be able to go.
You need at least 3 days.
2 to 3 days. That is if you can fast track your activities.
Wow. And you've done this for 16 years, or this is your 4th term.
Yes. So at times you have to skip some weeks, and then maybe once in a month or maybe twice in a month, so that you'll be able to have that time.
And now you are adding that to being Minister for Transport, which has, I think, about, from the last time I checked, it has rail, it has road, it has air, it has port, and water transport. That's about 5 subsectors.
We have 4 modes of transport
in Ghana.
That is rail, road, air, that is aviation, and then the road sector services transport.
Wow. So what is your vision for the ministry? What's your plan?
Well, Bernard, let me once again thank you for this opportunity, and again say that all of us in government, we ride on the vision of His Excellency the President, which within the transport sector, our vision, our aim is to have that kind of integrated multipurpose modal transport that will be able to ease up congestion on our roads, that will be able to facilitate trade and tourism, and that will be efficient and effective in the daily service delivery to our people. So our aim is to have that kind of safe, affordable, and efficient transport system for the country.
Do you think we have the right mix in terms of emphasis? It seems to me, when I listen to our callers, that road is the dominant mode and road is the most common. So if you talk of a mix, it doesn't seem very balanced.
Yes, that's true. Over the years, roads have been our backbone, the backbone to our economy. And that is because it is the primary mode of transport that we have over-relied on, to the detriment or to the neglect of the other modes. And so our vision, His Excellency's vision, is to see how we can integrate the 4 modes and then make travel easy or seamless for people. The aviation sector, people say though it is expensive, but it is one of the fastest you can have. It depends on your purpose. Assuming you have a meeting that will bring you a lot of good in Tamale, and you have to take about 10 hours, you will probably want to use 1 hour to be in Tamale and attend to your meeting. But we are looking at how to improve upon the services of the rest of the modes. For instance, the rail, and then the coastal and inland water transport services. That will create that kind of integrated movement. So you can use one to a point and continue. Like if I'm going to my constituency, I'll fly to Tamale and drive to Saboba. That is a kind of mixture or a multimodal transport travel.
So where will you emphasize of the 4? Obviously roads, because there's a road minister who has to make the road infrastructure available. Your job is mostly the vehicles and the mobility on the road. But in terms of something like rail, where are we in your plan? Do you have a percentage in mind? So if, for example, you wanted to develop X kilometer of rail, would you say you are this percentage in accomplishing your rail development or that type of thing?
Rail used to be one of the most effective means of travel in those days. But for long neglect, the rail system is not that effective. And we have a master plan on rail transport. We are looking at the Western Corridor, the Eastern and the Central Corridors. Now, our emphasis is on the Western because of the kind of mineral resources we have and the companies that are mining in the Western region. You know, the cost involved in rail system, and so you will need a kind of investment that will bring returns. And we are putting much emphasis on the Western. All the contractors that were engaged on the Western rail line from Takoradi through to Kumasi, they all abandoned site. But with negotiations and talks, some of them have resumed work, and we are looking at how to sustain them in the daily discharge of the activities and get to the completion rate of our contracts.
I think a week or 2 ago, some rail workers under the TUC were not happy. They said their salary arrears had not been paid. I think they were even planning to do some demonstration over what they call unresolved labor concerns. Is that under you or under the Ministry of Labour?
It's under my ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that we feel for our rail workers. The company is run down, and so virtually there's no any activity going on. So they are supposed to work, generate income, pay themselves, and pay dividends to the state. Now that the rail is not functioning, meaning there's no any work for them. That is why I have that kind of feeling for them. But let me assure them that we have gotten to a point where very soon they will soon receive some kind of salary from us. We have engaged with the Minister of Finance, and again, I have put up a 3-member committee to see how we are raising money internally to be able to support some payments for them. But we feel their pain, and we will have to speed up our processes in getting their payments for them. So Bernard, they are under my ministry, and we are working on
I think yesterday the Tema and Pakadan did their first journey. I think it was a symbolic journey. I don't know if you're on at all. Is the Mampakadan supposed to be for passenger or cargo?
Bernard, I was on the ride yesterday, and
oh, you were there when the guy pulled that in?
Not really. I had left.
you had left before he did that thing. Yes. Okay.
We had done the way to the Tema port.
Okay.
I had to come to the office to attend to other needs. It was later I got the information that one of our passengers mistakenly pulled the emergency brakes. But it was a nice ride, and the rail is the way to go. You've asked whether it is for passenger or for cargo. They go together. I mean, if you have your bag, it's cargo.
No, but you're talking about heavy duty exports of things.
Definitely, we are just starting the operations. And yesterday I was telling them that one of the areas should be for cargo. You see that this is a very nicely refurbished train. And so if we allow any cargo within the cabin, we will soon destroy it. So we'll condemn one cabins that will be specifically for cargo, so that any passenger that has cargo will be rest assured that yourself and your goods will get to.
How was the ride, and what was the route like? How quick was it? Because you know there's a lot of road traffic. If you're driving from Accra to Atimpoku or Adomi Bridge area, you will go through a lot of traffic. So I know you didn't reach Akosombo, but at least the part you used, how smooth was it, and how easy was the journey?
Very fast and smooth. Let me say that that is the reason why the rail should come in, to help us decongest our roads because of these traffic congestions that we experience on a daily basis. So sitting in that train was one of the experiences I had, and thinking, how fast are we going to get the needed resources such that the other planned rail constructions will take effect quickly, that our people can travel in comfort. This is a system that there's no any traffic that will slow your speed till you get to where you want to stop or your destination. So it is one of the most quick and fast mode of transport.
You mentioned that the Western Corridor will be the priority because of the mining. Some could also argue that by way of integrating all the 4 modes, the Eastern Corridor provides the biggest opportunity, in the sense that you have a Tema port, you have the Mpakadan, then you have the Volta Lake, and then you have Tamale, which could serve as an airport for flying cargo to the Sahel region. So if you're looking for an integrated transportation system, arguably the Eastern Corridor provides a better chance than the Western. I don't know what you make of that, and whether your railway master plan is integrated into a national transportation plan that has all the 4 modes.
Definitely. If you even talk of the Western Rail Line, it also connects from the Takoradi Port through Kumasi, and the Bonkra Inland Logistics Terminal will also serve as an inland port. And if you take the central or the eastern, that is from the Tema Port through Mpakadan to Bupe, it's also a multimodal system, so that if you go with the rail to Mpakadan, then you use the barges, that is the Volta Lake transport to Bupe, and then you use road transport from Bupe through Tamale to our landlocked countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. And so all of them come with the same purpose, What we need now is the needed resources to be able to.
And where is that money going to come from?
Well, as a government, we are looking at how we can get some BOT system. Assuming you are an investor, the private sector, you can come in to invest with us. But we are also looking at other alternative system of arrangement in raising funds. I am privy to some of these discussions, but at this early days, I will want to hold on and see how we can fast track things and then get them out to be announced by the appropriate personality.
The ports are under you, correct?
Yes, please.
There's been complaint, at least in the first few months of this government, about the demurrage that not just cargo companies, but even oil lifters were experiencing. They were complaining about the efficiency of the port. I think it was around April, May, June. Have you been to the port since you took over? And what's the state of the port by way of the throughput and efficiency?
Bernard, our port is one of the ports in the West Africa that is delivering quality services to our people. And that's why we are blessed to have our landlocked countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger trying on a daily basis to use our facilities. Before we took over, there was a lot of backlog of cargo at the port. What we did was to quickly see how we can decongest the port by getting out all this cargo. And so if you get to the thermoport today, instead of cargo waiting, we have our personnel waiting for cargo, such that it can quickly be cleared, and then the shipping agents will be able to clear their goods on time. Now, if you ask of demurrage, it is when your goods stays for long and you are not able to clear. That is why at the end you face these demurrage charges and other things. But because we are now taking out the goods on time, there's no anything that will have to create any demurrage for you. For instance, we had this congestion on the excavators that were left in the port. You remember?
Yes.
Some weeks ago.
We are told there were so many excavators that had to be kept at the port because there was no space.
Yes, we had to decongest the port by taking them off. We had some backlash from media that we were clearing them in the night for people. No, we were rather keeping them at the military installations for safekeeping in order to decongest our ports so that there can be that quick and fast clearing of goods at our ports. So for now, especially
when port users complain of the incomes or the ICOMs being slow, is that your fault or is the SEPs? Have you heard complaints about the slow pace? And there's also some sort of dispute between freight forwarders and shipping lines over charges and stuff like this. Is it really under your remit?
Bernard, not necessarily whether it is under my remit or not, but it also contributes to the delays at the port, which is under my supervision. Now, technology at times gets mixed up when you have a lot on it. The ICOMs that is operated by the SEPs or the customs runs under the Ministry of Finance.
Mm-hmm.
However, we at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Ghana Maritime Authority, and Ghana Shippers Authority, we are looking at integrating our systems with the ICOMs so that we'll have a single payment point.
Mm.
And anybody who wants to do business at the port will have a one-stop payment, so that if you have to pay services to Shippers Authority, the Maritime Authority, and then the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, you have a one-stop payment point, which will be integrated with the ICOMs and facilitate movement quickly. And so that lies under the Ministry of Finance, that is the customs.
Mm.
But we are all working, we are concerned because it is our facility.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposed to have a kind of friendly business-like activities in the port. So we are working closely with them to improve upon the system. There are softwares that will need upgrades at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I am aware the customs are also doing their best to improve upon those.
But there were some disagreements between port operators and the shipping lines. I don't know if that has come to your attention. I think they even have a court case, and the shipping authority had to even make some pronouncement. I think it's like a month ago, in relation to what they call unfair charges by the shipping lines. Has it been brought to your attention?
Yes. You will realize that these days I've been on the move to ensure that we get the Ghana Shippers Authority Act amended. That will give the Ghana Shippers Authority the mandate to be able to control the activities of the port and also regulate the work of the shipping lines properly. Some of our laws were not helping in controlling those issues, but thank God, Cabinet has approved of the amendments, and when Parliament reconvenes, it will be laid in Parliament. That will give the Ghana Shippers Authority the power to be able to regulate and also fix charges. I remember that when that happens, they will have the authority to be able to bring down cost of doing business at the port and also run the port effectively. All the terminals are under the Shippers Authority, and when their law is amended, the 683, when it is amended, the Act 683, it will be able to give them the necessary controlling powers to be able to regulate.
Let's deal with something controversial. Road accidents claimed 2,000 lives between January and August 2025. Now, when we do a breakdown of road crashes, a significant proportion of that involves motorbikes, particularly in the urban areas. Now, you promised in opposition that you will legalize Okada, and it seems to me as if your government is taking steps to do this. A lot of people feel that that's very misguided, that road safety is already a problem. Why do you want to compound it by legalizing the commercial use of motorbikes in a country with such a poor road safety culture?
Bernard, I don't see it in that form. I see the operationalization of Okada, in quotes, as the last mile's journey. Whether you travel by air, by sea, or road, you end up at a terminal or a station, or you end up at a proper road, but you will need to move to your home. And so the last mile's journey is the Okada we are talking about. I feel that because they are not regulated, we are unable to discipline them. And so if you check properly at traffic lights or joints where the police and other people are, when they get there, for fear of being arrested, they will not stop. They will want to maneuver their way and get out. And I think that if we operationalize their duties, we will now have the right opportunity to regulate or to monitor, to educate them, and also to follow their activities. And to support this, when I was going to Rwanda to look at their system when it comes to the three-wheel usage, I went with some of their people. And I must say that they tend to be ambassadors talking to their colleagues, even though the law is not yet amended. Gracefully, the Cabinet has approved for us to lay it in Parliament when Parliament reconvenes. And I believe that within by end of year, when we have the road traffic regulations bill amended, it will help us to bring discipline.
Can you tell us what some of the things will contain? You mentioned Rwanda. I haven't been to Rwanda, but friends who have been there say to me, all Okada riders are branded in bright clothes. You can recognize the way they are branded. The way they ride the motorbike is not like the way they ride it here. I mean, in Ghana, people wear singlets. They are riding Okada. They are not properly dressed. They don't wear helmets. I was in Togo. I didn't see one motorbike rider without a helmet. So you went to Rwanda with them. That's nice. But what can you say you will insist on to ensure that, because the way people ride motorbike in Ghana is completely irresponsible. So are you going to put them in a training school? Are you going to reorient them? How are you going to ensure that they ride the motorbike in a way that will not kill our people, now that you are going to legalize them?
Bernard, the indiscipline on our roads is not only from the motorbike riders, even our drivers themselves. And we need a serious education and campaign to ensure that we bring people to order. Now, I see the Okada issues just as at a point where they are not regulated, and that is the cause of this. When they are regulated, they will know what they are supposed to do. And it comes in a full package. All our DVLA officers will have space to test and then ensure that before you are given a license, you will have the needed requirement and the tools to use. You must have element, you have to be in a protective gear. Your everything is inspected before you are given that license. We are not just legalizing the operation and everybody who has a motorbike will jump on the road. You have to go through the processes before you be licensed by the DVLA to be able to operate or to operate as a rider that will take passengers and collect fare from them.
Will there be training? Will there be licensing in a different form? Or we are assuming that anybody who has a motorbike who's already riding it should be just registered? Because the concern is about usually when people have accidents on Okadas, you go to our hospitals, if you go to the emergency centers, you will see a lot of the casualties are Okada related. Cars don't respect them, so sometimes the cars crash into them. Sometimes they don't see them in the median between the two roads. So it's a very serious problem. It's for me, my worry is, fine, you're talking about education, but are you going to have a specific type of orientation for Okada riders before you start this, or as part of the regulation process?
Bernard, we are going to put them under unions. And whilst you are getting your license to operate, you should belong to a union. And the union will have a specific role to play in helping DVLA to train you and give certification to you that no, at this point, you are qualified to sit on a motorbike and carry a passenger. It is not just going to be like any ordinary licensed motor rider, but you are going to be licensed as a rider to take passengers. And so it comes in with a lot of package training, being part of a particular union, and again, the bike you are using, it has to be a roadworthy motorbike to be able to fit on our
my colleague has a question for you.
Yes, I'll stick with the unions, Honorable. Is it a situation that is it that the state has completely washed its hands off public transport and left it to the unions to dictate what it should be? Or you have a plan that you implement through the unions at the moment?
I'm not sure I indicated that we are going to wash our hands and leave it to unions. Just like we have with the commercial drivers. They all belong to unions. But we still work in line with them, in collaboration with them, to ensure that they render quality services to our people. And what I said was that we are going to have unions that every bike rider will belong to.
I'm not even talking about just the riders, I'm just talking about general transport.
The general transport, yes. Please. Already we have transport unions. They also help to discipline their members. So you must belong to a union. The union will be able to say that, okay, we have A, B, C, D, who belongs to our union, and that we also have these rules. But as a government or as the Ministry of Transport, our responsibility is to ensure that we have that kind of discipline and business-minded operators. Whether you are a driver, whether you are an Okada rider to be, we have the responsibility to ensure that you render quality services to our people.
But if you look at the current state of public transport, particularly at peak hours, morning and evening, before work and after work, it is very frustrating for most users. Does that not indicate to you perhaps that just leaving it so far for the unions to dictate how we move around the city or our cities has not worked the way perhaps it should?
I agree with you to some extent, especially the frustration our passengers get on daily basis when they use the public means. As a state, we have also to look at our own, that is the Metro Mass Transit Limited, the STC, and also the Ayalolo services. We have to improve upon them and ensure that they also come in as a supplement or a complement to what the private sector is doing. Mind you that government cannot take everything on its shoulders to run. So we need that kind of mix of the private sector and government to be able to serve our people. And so over the years, you see that Metro Mass that is supposed to run within the inner cities and then connect to the rural areas, they've been run down, and their fleet is no more that strong to be able to cope up with the volumes, passenger volumes. So definitely you need the private sector to support our services. STC that used to be that viable, today they don't have the needed buses, and we are working to see how we can improve upon their fleets and get them some buses to be able to run effectively. That will give us the space to be able to deal with the private sector that is coming in but not performing as to expectation.
I think the point he's making is that the private sector is not giving us the good service. Let me give you an example. Trotros, a lot of trotros on the road have no business being on the road. Somebody goes to Germany to import a used van. He takes out the seats, puts some angle bars there, and then creates a new set of seats. No seat belts, nothing. Puts people on the road. Every year he gets renewal for that car. It's smoking all over. A lot of the trotros are not fit for purpose, but the unions have no interest in making sure that the trotro is regulated properly, safe. Now, so I think the question is, why isn't government regulating public transport operated by private people in a way that will ensure satisfaction for the customer? That's the question he's trying to pull out.
Thank you.
Bernard, that has to be looked at holistically. For instance, vehicles that are not roadworthy should not be found on our roads. Must you blame that on the private sector alone?
It's the regulator.
The regulator. And as a government, we will need to sit up in the areas of getting out rickety vehicles or maybe on-road vehicles that are not roadworthy out of our roads. I have had conversation with DVLA that any vehicle that is not inspected properly should not be given any roadworthiness. But it goes beyond DVLA. If a vehicle that is not roadworthy is found on our roads, the police should come in and be able to take out that vehicle. We realize that those days we have what we call the Go Rogue Boys, who will work to get you a roadworthiness certificate without the vehicle visiting the facility to be tested. And that is why we are opening more DVLA offices to create the space or create the environment for road users to be able, or truck owners to be able to get quick service. So you will not need to pass through anybody. And DVLA should not also give any roadworthiness to any vehicle when they have not seen it. And if they have seen it and it is not roadworthy, it should not be given any certificate to operate on our road. And again, the unions, I have had engagements with them, and they were to have a regional conference where we will still have these conversations with them. It was just postponed for some reasons, but it will come on. And these are some of the issues we are going to put to them too. That look, you also have a role to help serve your people, your customers. That is your business. The road is where you earn your livelihood. And if your vehicle is not roadworthy, it is for you to fix it, or you dispose of it and get a better means. But we should take it up as a government to bring in more vehicles to support the Metro Mass Transit Limited to be able to serve our people. Because if they have the alternative of quality vehicle or good vehicles on our roads, they will not go and enter any rickety vehicle.
But why do you need to bring vehicles? In certain countries, for example, there's private companies that do Accra to Kumasi. I don't know what the name of the company is. They are not. They are not publicly owned, but they are well efficiently run. So I think that the point is, government always says, well, we will bring in buses for Metro Mass. We'll bring in buses for Ayalulu. A lot of that is embroiled in procurement challenges. I think why can't government say, these are the rules for running a bus system. Service. If you don't have these, we will disqualify you. We will fine you or sanction you. But private people can run the system profitably, because once you make it government, people become lazy. You know that. I mean, when somebody is working for government, usually it's not the same as when a private person is running it. So I think the government always try to conflict issues as, okay, GPRTU and unions, do your thing. We'll also bring buses to complement. Set the rules, give us standards, and enforce the standards. I think that's what we're asking for.
Bernard, not necessarily. You have to create that alternative for travelers or passengers to choose from. And so if government is able to bring in more buses and they render quality services, I'm not sure anybody right thinking will go and enter any vehicle that is not roadworthy. That is why I was just stretching that we also have a part, a role to play to ensure that we have that alternative for our road users. However, some of the private-owned vehicles or companies are doing well too. They are doing well. It's just that a few of them are in the system that needs to be flushed out. And that is why I was saying that, from my point, DVLA will not issue any roadworthiness to any vehicle that is not roadworthy. I'm also urging the police to also ensure that, look, I can bet to say that most of the vehicles have no roadworthiness.
And yet they're on the roads.
They are on the roads. This is something that we have to all figure out and get those vehicles out of the road. By so doing, I also stated that we will need to create the space and entice them to go to all the DVLA testing stations to see the vehicle and test them before you give. And so we are opening more offices. We are creating the opportunity for them to, for instance, the Adenta branch. It is running 24. So Bernard can close from work at any time and rush to Adenta. You have your vehicle, it is tested. If it is roadworthy, they will give you the roadworthiness to be able to operate. But we will have to encourage the police to ensure that they help us remove all those vehicles that have no roadworthiness or they don't have business to be on our roads, out of the roads. And again, if you are a transport union, you also need to protect your space. Encourage your people to always maintain their vehicles, to ensure that their vehicles are working, and you will be able to serve the people. But another area of interest is this Road Traffic Act that Cabinet has graciously approved for me to lay in Parliament should it convene.
Okay.
We are looking at legislation to help us fight these issues. That act will give the National Road Safety Authority the powers to be able to get out some of these vehicles.
All right.
If you look at the rate of our accidents, Bernard, about 22% of the accidents are caused by broken down vehicles on the road.
So do you have a plan to tow broken down vehicles? Definitely.
The Act permits that any vehicle owner will have to register with an insurance company, or you will have to register with a towing company of your choice.
Do we have towing companies with the capacity to move vehicles? Because the problem, you see, this when you leave it to the car, again, I'm not an expert, but I feel like if a vehicle is abandoned on the road, the state must be able to tow it and charge the person for leaving the vehicle.
I'm getting to that. First, you should register with an insurance company or a towing company. If it is within the city and your vehicle is broken down, within a matter of 30 minutes, they should be able to get it out.
Okay.
If after 30 minutes it is not up, we are working with, we are seeing how we work with the private sector and create some of the towing companies working for National Road Safety Authority. After 30 minutes, if your vehicle is still found on the road, they will take it out of the road for you and surcharge you.
Correct.
So we are putting that at the back of you choosing your towing company.
So you have the first option.
You have the first option.
Insurance and towing.
Yes.
Then if
you fail 30 minutes, then National Road Safety will come with their towing company, take it out and surcharge you. If it is on the highways, it is for an hour. If your vehicle breaks down on the highway.
But Accra to motorway, if you leave a vehicle for an hour, the whole Accra will come to a standstill. I mean, if you look at, I mean, again, the UK is an advanced country, but sometimes it's in minutes when you are driving and something happens on the highway. There's even a phone number to call, and in minutes somebody appears. So for 1 hour on the highway, there's a lot of time.
So the 1 hour, it is for National Road Safety to identify that this vehicle has been there for long and it needs to be taken out. But your responsibility is that you get your vehicle out. as quick as you can.
Through your
That is
preferred
why
towing company in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes or 1 hour if it's on highway.
So when you bring the private sector, are you going to give to one company or many companies? Because I think this thing came up in a previous administration. The reason the public kicked against was that one company was to become the only private sector partner to do all the towing. And people didn't like it.
No, that is why I told you that you will register with an insurance company or a towing company of your choice.
Fair enough. I'm saying that the partner the partner that road safety will have, would it be open or it will be one company which is partnering all for all the vehicles?
It's an open activity we want to engage, but we cannot engage every company, towing company that will come. So we will have one company at every areas, assuming Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, other areas. You should have towing companies. You can't pick a towing company in Accra to render services in Kumasi or Tamale.
No problem.
So definitely it will not be one, but we will have many of them to be able to.
All right.
All right, Honorable, I'd like to ask you about transport fares and the regulation of transport fares. Often when fuel prices go up, we hear that transport fares are also going to segue and be increased. And this is a point of dispute where people disagree with the transport unions, the percentages. Is there going to be any kind of regulation with regards to transport fares and any cushions for travelers?
There's already an arrangement, an administrative arrangement that was done in 2015. Before transport fares will either be increased or decreased, there should be that kind of engagement with the ministry and the transport unions. And I must say that the transport unions have so far supported me in doing this or discharging this duty. You remember in May, we had a negotiation and agreed on a 15% reduction in transport fares. That has been the highest ever since 2015, the administrative arrangement was made. And so I must say that I'm grateful to the transport union for that support. Now, if you look at how our prices change, the administrative arrangement allows it to accumulate to over 20 or 24% cumulative before you can think of either increasing or decreasing. So the time we went for the negotiation for reduction, but then it has reduced over 23%. That is fuel prices. Those were the bases I took to them to do this negotiation. So if it comes the reverse, they will also have to wait till we get to about 24% of increment before they can come. And you remember some few days ago, one of the unions came up that they wanted to increase transport fares. And their own other sister unions kicked against it in support of government that no, we have not seen that increase in fuel prices to the level that we can pass on to passengers. So we have an administrative arrangement that is helping us to fix public transport fares.
But going forward, how binding is it? Because the example you cite, where one group decides to deviate from it, we will not always have a situation where the rest will maybe be on the side of government.
This arrangement binds all of us, government and then the unions. And it wasn't something that was imposed on them. We believe to jojo with our unions, to have a conversation with our unions. And that is one of the areas that will help you to be able to maintain or otherwise. But if there is need to look at a legislation, but sometimes it is not always having a rigid law or a regulation to moderate issues. There should be that kind of good relationship between government and the unions.
Okay.
And like I said, they were supposed to have a regional conference which was shifted for a different date. And these are the areas that we sit with them, we discuss with them, and agree on issues. But for now, I'm enjoying their support, and they have not deviated from that.
Let me just announce. It's 7 minutes past 9. We're speaking to Minister for Transport, Joseph Buka-Anikwe. We're discussing many issues. We'll also be talking about the upcoming Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair, which the ministry is spearheading. He'll tell us a bit more about that. We are getting lots of questions. Some people want to know when you are going to establish a domestic airline because they feel we need more options. There are questions about why we will not start with the cargo. So, for example, this is a question from our correspondent in the Western region who knows quite a bit about rail transport in that region. And his question for me is that, Minister, public transport is generally subsidized, and we are aware that fares you are charging are also subsidized. Hence, the fares you are collecting wouldn't be enough to pay for the parts and maintenance of the rail. So how do you hope to get the funds to pay for maintenance when the new coaches start breaking down? Don't you think the railway haulage lines must first be reactivated to raise the needed funds to subsidize passenger lines? So his point is, start with cargo. The companies will pay. When you have enough money, then you go to passenger, because the passengers don't really pay the real amount. But it seems like we are putting the cart before the horse. We want to do passenger first and cargo later. And this is both Western and then Eastern corridor. This is the question he's asking.
Bernard, it goes in hand. Passenger is important as the cargo, but cargo will bring you more money because of the volumes you are going to charge high. However, for instance, the Taman Pakadan, I have directed that a cabin be reserved for only cargo and other cabins for passenger. We have a system where our roads are so choked. They cannot make aspect of it should be looked at. What is it that we can do to get our workers to workplaces on time? Even though we need money to service the rail system, we also need to move our people to connect them. And so we had a problem with the Tama-Accra rail line because one of the bridges that the rail line passes over had this erosion and it was hanging. We have almost finished work on it, and very soon we will resume Tema and Accra. So if you are coming from, say, in Pakadan, you are coming from Dewenya, and you want to get to Tema or Accra, yours is to join the Tema and Pakadan to the port, and from the port you join the Accra line. It is not only passengers, it carries cargo as well, but the volumes are too small. It is the Western region or the Western rail line that when we are able to operationalize, it will be able to carry heavy cargo. That is where we have the diamond, the manganese, the bauxite, and other minerals that we have in that enclave. I have told you that we are working with the contractors, and Amandi, let me mention, has agreed and returned to site, and currently they are working. Ours is to see how we can sustain them to be able to finish their portion to ours from Takrade. And I agree with him. We will need that kind of mixed cargo and passengers. But for now, the passenger seems heavy because of the Tema and Pakadan line, where you find the ports and all port workers live along the Dawunya areas. We also need to improve efficiency in our port and also help clear our goods on time. So getting the workers to the port is also important. However, we have created space on that same train to be able to carry. Are you
working to get a domestic airline or a domestic carrier?
Yes.
State carrier of some kind?
Yes. His Excellency the President has that desire and interest in re-establishing a national carrier to fly the flag of Ghana. And his directives made me establish a 13-member committee. They have come out with an inception report, and an interim report is expected that will show us the model, the business idea or the business model to use. And conversations are far advanced. They've received a lot of proposals from the private sector, and I must say that the interest to establish a national airline is alive, and we are working hard to ensure that in the near future, Ghana should be seen flying its own air carrier.
It's a lot of questions. Bernard, I believe the Minister can answer this question. Ghana's strategic location makes our port critical not only for domestic trade but also for serving landlocked countries. Successive governments have announced plans for the inland port in Bankrania, Kumasi to improve efficiency, yet the project has remained a moving target for years. Compounding the delays, there is still no real connection from our main port to the proposed inland port site, leaving our routes, especially those linking the Ashanti region and beyond, under severe pressure and deterioration from heavy cargo traffic. What is his vision and concrete strategy to make this inland port project a reality, and how does the government intend to integrate rail infrastructure into the plan to ensure it is long-term viable? This is a long one from Kofi. I don't know if you can address that in a brief comment.
The inland port at Bonkra has been on the drawing board for a very long time. And when we took over, what we did is to open up. Even yesterday, Professor Jampo was in my office, and that was one of the discussions we had. They have received interest from some private sector participation, and we are looking forward to see how we can look at the model they are coming in, the business strategy they are coming in, and the amount of money they will have for us to be able to complete that port. And the Western Rail is targeting the Bonkra. However, for now, if it is completed, work is ongoing, even though at a very low space. The work is ongoing. We are anticipating that if it is completed, it will be for cargo for the meantime, whilst we look at connecting the rail to the terminal in the near future.
Can you, as a minister, whether is aware of the mass and almost total removal of the Accra and Sawan rail line? What are his plans for the route, taking into consideration the heavy traffic and bedding on the road? This is Michael Hovo in Ajen Kotoku.
That is a difficult point for we in the Ministry of Transport and the Ghana Railway Development Authority. Some of our citizens and workers, under the cover of darkness, go to remove our rail lines. A month ago, I established a 3-member committee. The committee is to go around and remove all the obsolete rail tracks that are no more in use. And then we are moving from the single rail line to a double gauge rail line. So if you look at the Teman Pakadan, it is no more the single gauge or the narrow gauge that we operate. And so for now, we will have to invest in the rail sector to create a rail system that will be fit for purpose. But we are aware of that kind of vandalism on our rail property, and the committee is going around to remove everything so that government will have custody of our rail tracks. We have engaged the national security to patrol and ensure that they will protect some of these rail lines that we still have that are not usable.
While we speak, you are organizing a national logistics and transport fair. Is that what it is? And is that a ministry event or somebody's inviting a ministry? Just talk to me a bit about that.
Well, Bernard, the Ministry of Transport under the leadership of His Excellency the President, we feel that we have gotten to a point we have to showcase what the ministry, and for that matter, the transport sector of Ghana has. We are always telling the negative stories. It is time that we put the positives. And so we are organizing the transport and logistics fair to be able to showcase what all our agencies or all the modes will have, and also bring about what kind of investment we have for the private sector and other investors to invest in our transport sector.
So when is this happening, and who is the special guest? What are some of the details of that?
It will take place from the 22nd to 24th of this month, and it is our hope that the gentleman of the land will grace the occasion for us. However, it is not yet confirmed, but we are praying and working hard to ensure that we will get him to address or to be part of the fair.
Is it an investment fair? Are you looking for money? Because everything you want to do requires money, whether it's the rail sector development, whether it's the water sector, whether it's even the buses you need to purchase. This is a capital intensive industry. So just me understand, is this fair to attract investors or to showcase? Because I'm not sure there's a lot to showcase, honestly. If you want to talk about transport, we have a lot of problems to solve. So I'm not sure you have anything to tell people that you are doing that people need to come and see, unless it's to show the opportunities that the problems have for people to come and invest in. So please help me
there are a lot of positives.
Really?
And I know Citi FM will be there.
Oh, definitely. We'll always be.
And
we'll be there.
You will be able to help us to tell the story that we have made so far. Bernard, if you get to Tamaport today, the MPS is one of the best terminals you can find in West Africa sub-region. It's a positive.
Yeah.
Our port, over the years, the depth was not that kind of deep enough to be able to allow bigger vessels to call on our ports. We are dredging it to allow big vessels to come.
Okay.
It's a positive.
I see.
Now, if you go to DVLA, where over the years, driver license cards were in excess close to 300,000, not printed, not delivered, and today we have had them all cleared to their owners. It's a positive. If you have a situation where people had to go and sit in long queues to be able to renew their license, to be able to get whatever business they have in DVLA offices. And today, you take a trip to our offices and you see that people are served on time, people are served in comfort, and that we have brought services to the doorsteps of everybody. It's a positive. Now, if you, again, talk of the other side, the investment opportunities. Maybe you have money. You do not know what opportunities that lie in any of the agencies or any of the modes. This is an opportunity for you to get to know where you can come and invest in our transport sector. So there are a lot of positives, there are a lot of business opportunities, and there are a lot of issues for us, a dialogue session for us to see how we can improve upon our connectivity.
Just a final two questions from you, Honorable. Is there a conversation between your ministry and, say, roads and highways when it comes to road design? So are roads designed with the vision of the transport ministry in mind, or the roads ministry is building its roads and you're also designing your transport plan? Is there a link?
Particularly because of the lack of roads for BRT. Because, you know, just to embellish the question, we brought so-called buses for bus rapid transit, and the way we designed the road didn't create space for any bus rapid transit.
Bernard, that is a good question to ask. The Ministry of Transport is responsible for the crafts on the road.
And how we move.
Now, the Ministry of Roads and Highways is responsible to design and construct roads. Now, over the years, bringing in BRT, we didn't have enough infrastructure to accommodate them, like separate lanes or maybe terminals to be able to facilitate their movement. But BRT is not totally gone. That is why we now see as Ayalolo. It is working. It's just that we need to improve upon. The Ministry of Transport and Roads, we work together. It is just that what we are now doing, it will take time for you to see how the linkage between transport and roads is now bringing out the quality of service we desire or we want. And so we work together.
Okay, and just a final one, just for my own personal knowledge. Does your ministry have the power to determine, say, this kind of car cannot pass here at this time? Or because I've been in places where as soon as you enter a certain part of the road, you see a huge sign that tells you no motorbikes allowed here, no cars of a certain weight allowed on this road. There are certain parts, places I've lived on, all in this continent, where you'll be told that between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m., when workers are moving, cargo trucks should not move in certain parts of the city. Are those things that your ministry is empowered to do, or that is in a different remit?
Definitely, yes. It is under our domain. For instance, we are looking at how we will, Bernard is against this, we will retool the Metro Mass and the STC to have enough fleet to be able to serve.
I'm not against it.
To be able to serve the people. Now, we are going to do this with the mind that if we can serve the inner cities, we'll have a termination point. Assuming you are coming from Accra, we can have a terminal after Dodowa. After Nsawan, that all vehicles that at certain times will create congestion on our roads will terminate at this point. Then the Metro Mass and other like Uber, taxis, and other vehicles that are road worthy will also now continue into the inner city. That is under our domain. However,
there's a however.
Yes. Yes. However, we are a country that is yet developing. And these are the areas that we need to work so that within the nearby future, you'll be able to see progress in our activities. It comes with a lot of expenditure and a lot of time.
But this one, speed it up. This one,
we know
speed it.
That our people deserve better, and we should be able to serve them in that form.
Yeah.
It is under the Ministry of Transport domain, and we are working hard to ensure that should we be able to get the needed fleet for those Metro Mass Transit, we will soon implement on satellite basis for Ghanaians. It will be backed by education, so that if you come with your vehicle at a point that will tell you cannot enter the inner perimeters of the city, you should understand that we are only preventing traffic jams in the city, and at a point you can be allowed to come in.
There's one from an Uber driver. Bernard, good morning. Ask this for us. App operators, this is the Uber, the Bolt and Co., are overcharging us, the drivers. We pay close to 28 to 30% service fee per trip, working under laborious terms and conditions, treating drivers unfairly. We spend lots of hours behind the wheel before getting something home. Drivers are always stressed. The fleet operators are also overcharging drivers. I don't know if this has brought to your attention. Is this something you've heard about before?
Not.
These are Uber, Bolt, and this type of company drivers.
This has not come to my notice, but what we have realized over the years is how people treat drivers and other operators in a way that is not business friendly. These are private companies that have their own way of doing this. What we will encourage them to do is for them to constantly engage us on issues that affects their operations or their activities on daily basis, so that we'll be able to engage the mother company. For instance, if Uber drivers are able to reach out to us with their complaints, we'll be able to engage the leadership of Uber and find a way of assisting to address them. And so I will encourage that they should see the Ministry of Transport as their sector ministry and always engage us in some of these difficult issues that confront them.
Final question on water transport. What's your plan for water transport? The Volta Transport Company, I don't know if it's functional. Would you privatize it? What's the way to go? Because we have, by surface area, probably the largest man-made lake in the world. I'm not even sure we are using that for transportation 10% of its potential. It's a disgrace, right? All these cars on the Krakumasi Road stack. And yet the water connects us all the way down south to the north. Clearly we are underutilizing it. I don't know if inland water is a priority for you. Is there something you've put in place to attract investment into it?
It is one of our priority areas, and I must say that the president has it dear to his heart. We have gotten clearance to do feasibility studies right down from Mpakadam through to Bupe. Already we have our badges serving and working there, but we will need to retool them. We need to bring in new badges to be able to run. Like you said, we are not operating at full capacity. So we've just gotten approval to do feasibility studies on the potentials of our coastal and inland water transport. And we are going to select a contractor very soon. By close of year and early next year, we should have that feasibility report, and that will be able to position us to engage the private sector and any other business developers who will want to invest in the coastal and inland water transport. It is one of the areas we think that if properly developed, it will help take the traffic from our major routes, especially the coastal towns. The coastal towns. If you look from Aflawu right down to Accra right down to Takoradi, the congestion is so huge on those stretches. And so we believe that when the studies are finished, Now that we have gotten the clearance, we will select a contractor and we'll be able to have a package that will help to engage the private sector in the coastal and inland water transport.
Well, we have more questions to ask, but time is of the essence. So we will leave it here and hope to have you back soon for more updates on this. But at least you've said to us that the new Road Traffic Act is being put in place. Do you have a timeline for when the law will be passed?
That lies under the powers of Parliament. When Parliament reconvenes, it will be one of the... I have a lot of them. And I will rush to Parliament anytime Parliament reconvenes to lay those...
So the new Road Traffic Act will be in Parliament at the next sitting. I see. Because that's what people are asking for, whether it deals with the towing, the insurance, and all those issues, whether it's child-friendly, disability-friendly, and all that.
Yes. It creates space for the involvement of women, people with disability in the transport sector. You know, most of our vehicles do not have those platforms to allow people with disabilities to board. So it gives space for us to be able to enforce that any public means should create that kind of ramp for people with disability to be able to
it would be nice to see the law so we can read it for ourselves. So if there's a version that's possible for media to read, or it has to go through Parliament first, we don't know.
But the moment it is laid in Parliament, it becomes a public document.
Wonderful. So you are assuring us that when you go to Parliament next time, it's going to be laid?
Definitely.
All right. Because of time, we have to leave it here. Thank you very much, Honorable Joseph Bukari Nikpe, Minister for Transport and MP for Saboba. We apologize. There's a lot of you sending comments. We've had a technical problem with our WhatsApp number, so we've not been able to receive those comments. So the ones we read are the ones that came through to some of our personal numbers. So we really apologize for this.
When we get them, we'll send them to the minister.
Yes, we'll forward them to him. He may have to come back at a different time. I'm sure his people want to talk about the conference as well. So maybe an opportunity provided. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Coming up next, a lot of interviews. Stay with us.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Are you ready to unlock the next big thing? It's a universe of endless possibilities. Get ready to be part of this universe.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It'd be very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement, unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich, nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and cowbell premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a cowbell for you.
Cowbell of creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Have you imagined buying a house on an interest-free plan and getting a car for free? Well, Afro Arab Properties, best known for building the most affordable quality homes, has hit another milestone of rewards. Are you looking for your dream home today? Afro Arab Properties will definitely show the way. These homes are in 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom options located at Manet Spentex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashaleboche, Tema Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, and more. Even better, you have a 5-year payment plan without interest. And And the big one, purchase a home from some Afro-Arab Properties projects and get an electric car for free. Yes, an electric car that can go 300 kilometers on a full charge. So don't miss this big offer from Afro-Arab Properties. Just call 055-175-3231 or 0244-109-133. Terms and conditions apply. Afro-Arab Properties. At Afro-Arab, everyone can buy a house.
Ebusuafo ehiem enuanom edwendwen se na wo beye maame yi
mensa kan 15,000 Ghana cedis efri ayofo busumi bia metua 15 cedis pe mede ni nyina eboa ya maame yi no
mensuma je 10,000 Ghana cedis efri ayofo nchen medie 10 cedis na metua free me momo busumi bia
menko ade misika na amao ayofo ne se amfa
na se ye nyina na register ayo family cover no na wo kai last a wo de sika to wo momo so
asa cheka crowd.
Chese wontua wo ayo ntoboa no. Se wentua wo ayo family cover sika no busumi bia. Policy no enye adwuma. Enti hwese wo ni wadofo bambo no beye adwuma. Hwese sika be wo momo no so abri bia na wetumi etua busumi bia entem so. Pe ayo package a ebeboa wo. Nenya bambo pa. Kai se nhihye kakra da ho. We ye nhihye free Salam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited.
Ayo, because you care.
Be there for you and your family.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
So it's 9:34. We are friends from Unique Insurance. Their annual health and fitness walk, the Unique Health Walk Stride, it's part of their customer service celebrations. And today we have Gifto Usu Adako, who is the General Manager for Business Development and Distribution, and Osbert Dosu, Head of NAT Operations. Welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
So Stride Unique Health Walk. What's inspired that? What's that all about?
Thank you so much, Bernard. Good morning to your listeners and viewers worldwide. Stride was born out of our bosses, as in our managing directors' desire to see everyone be more energetic and well. Not only for the job, but physically as well.
Okay.
So we have a managing director who takes physical fitness to a whole new level. He can do 20 kilometers a day before coming to work every morning.
Hey,
so he
strong.
inspired all of us to get involved. And this will be our second time in doing it.
Okay.
So that's why we are here.
So how does the Stride Unique Health Walk align with your business goals?
For Unique Insurance, we value our customers. We say for us, our customers are what we strive for. So we see that once we are also protecting their risk, we need to ensure that their health are also in good shape. We need to ensure that they are always healthy so that they'll be able to go about their businesses and help us also go about our business.
So is this something just for the staff of the company, or is it open to the public?
No, it's open to the public.
I see.
Everybody is invited.
And what are some of their side attractions? What's happening? Just talk to me about what's going to happen. When is it? You know, give us more insight about the whole thing.
Okay, so it will be happening on 4th October. That's this Saturday.
Okay.
Starting at 6 a.m.
Okay.
So the meeting point will be at our corporate head office, number 30 Independence Avenue, Nat Heights.
Okay. And then from there we move where?
We move towards 37 traffic lights.
All right.
Then we take the right turn to Lands Commission traffic light. Then under right turn, you use GIS. Then the association or
then you get to Morning Star.
Yes. Then
so Togo Embassy roundabout,
Exactly.
Morning Star,
Dankwa.
Dankwa.
Then we take the right to
Back to police headquarters, and then you join the
the Akwaje interchange.
And then you go back to
runabout.
I see.
And take the runabout to the head office.
How many hours are you hoping to do this? Are we running or we are walking?
We are walking.
I see.
We are doing an 8-kilometer walk.
8-kilometer walk.
Yes.
So basically, we think we can do that within 2 hours.
So those who can, what will you give them? Or they just can't walk and go home?
No.
Hey, we can't walk like that too.
We have special awards and packages for winners.
Special awards and packages?
Yes.
For winners?
Yes. And everyone who comes in there too will be screened free. On
Screen of what?
Health screening.
Health screening.
Yes. We have a contest that we're going to engage participants.
So this will be at the end.
Yes.
When you
After
are done with the work and you come back, so it means that the nut heights, the front of it will be where the assembly point will
yes.
be. Okay.
You set the place up. There will be aerobic session.
Alright.
There will be screening sessions.
I see.
And we also engage with stakeholders. As in
Are you going to give us food?
Why not?
What kind of food are you going to give us?
Come and see.
If I come and you don't give me food,
Right.
trouble.
We'll give you coconut water
Coconut
to drink.
water.
We'll give you food to eat.
To cool you down. After
I see. What is your customer base? Because it appears to me your customers alone can fill the place up, won't they?
In fact, our customer base is huge. So for this, we are not expecting only our customers. We are expecting more than our customers. So
Okay.
both customers, family, staff, you yourself, you can.
I should come, eh?
Yes.
But I haven't told me what you give me, so if you don't tell me what you
We have prizes for the first 5 winners.
What prize is it?
We have medals and we have created policies for them.
So is it a walking race?
No, it's not a walk. The goal is to keep fit. So there's nothing like you want to compete. And
So there's no winner.
There's no win. Everybody will be a winner.
So how are you going to give the prizes?
Yes, when you get
when
there
you
first.
get there first, you
But
get
it's not like a
medal.
race. Like
But if the prize for those who get there first, then it's a race now. Because I want the prize, so why should I? You give the people who get there first the prize.
The prizes.
So it means it's a race.
You'll be recognized.
Sure.
You want to make it a race, but no, we don't want to. We don't want it to be competitive.
I see. It's a fun
people,
walk.
Exactly.
I hear.
Whereby people will strive to. Oh, I want to be first. No.
Because the program is called Stride. So why shouldn't we strive? You know we should stride, so we should strive.
It's working together. That's the theme for it.
Tell me about your company. How old is the business and which regions are you in?
The company is over 22 years.
All right.
And we are in the administrative 10 regions of
10
Ghana.
regions of Ghana.
Yes.
I see.
And the company is owned by the Teachers Fund.
Oh, the Teachers of Ghana.
Yes.
This is not.
Yes.
Teachers Fund own Unique Insurance.
Yes.
So you insure all teachers.
Yes.
Hey.
But we are not a life insurance company.
This is more regular insurance.
We are a general business company.
So motor, fire.
Larry.
Okay. That's quite interesting. I didn't know teachers have an insurance company.
They do.
Very soon they'll have a radio station too. They have their own hospital. They have their own government. Everything. Teachers Republic of Ghana. Hey, Teachers of Ghana. I see. So this is how many members does NAT have? Do you know?
NAT has members in excess of 250,000.
250,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. And do you have to be a teacher to work at Unique Insurance?
No.
Okay. Just asking. All right. So you said this is when? Saturday?
Saturday.
What time?
6 a.m.
Hey, it's early.
Yes, because we don't want the sun to rise for people to be weary as and when they walk.
6 a.m. That's when they sleep this week too. These people bad. So we should come 6 a.m. Saturday.
6 a.m.
And come and walk for 8 kilometers.
Yes.
Hey, Gifty. Husband.
I lost you can do that.
I can do it.
You can do it.
It's very nice. So you heard it too. The Stride Walk is happening. So come and join them at Nat Heights on Saturday the 4th from 6 a.m. Walk for 8 kilometers. Wear your kambu. Wear your white top.
We give them t-shirts when they come.
It's white.
Yes.
And you
Like
wear
they're
your
wearing.
you wear your hat, your cap. You wear your white kambu.
We give them face towels.
And you wear your
we
socks.
give them water bottles.
Walking fast.
They'll be well geared for the stride.
No, it's good. It's a good life. No, Richie Sky, Charlie, you join them, Charlie. You're a big man. And you'll be fit, Charlie. When you finish, then you eat. to gain all the calories
you
lost.
No. You eat cake and pork and no.
You don't give us those things.
No.
Oh, you give us coconut water.
Coconut water.
But it's not everybody wants to lose weight though. Some people they want to gain weight. So you can't design. Why are you designing the program? We want to eat our thinking. So why are you designing the thing as if we all want to lose weight? Charlie, I have nothing to lose. Yeah. So unless you don't want me to come. So if I'm coming,
you are invited.
Provide kinky.
We do that especially for you.
Kinky and shrimps. And green pepper.
And bolu.
Yeah. I won't come.
You like bolu?
Very much. No, Charlie, so Unique Insurance has a health walk on Saturday at 6 a.m. Please join them. Let's make it fun. Let's work for life. Let's work for fitness. Let's work for networking. Any final thing to say because your time is up? Any final thing you want to say? You want to offer me a prize or something? You want to announce something?
You want to take this opportunity to invite all our clients,
all right,
our stakeholders,
all right,
to come and see what we do beyond underwriting your policies.
Wonderful.
And protecting you against risks that are imminent to your projects and your businesses.
Thank you very much, Gifty and Osbert.
Thank you so much.
9:43. You've been planning and waiting for the right time to make your move. Well, Stanbic Bank rates have dropped and this is the time. Take those bold steps to fund your dream with a Stanbic personal loan, vehicle loan, consumer finance, solar loan, home loan or credit card. Go to stanbicbank.com.ga to get started. Calling all future brides, grooms and hopeless romantics ready to say I do to the wedding and lifestyle fair of your dreams. Don't miss Marry Me at Marriott's, the ultimate love fair happening at Accra Marriott Hotel on the 11th and 12th of October in fabulous partnership with White Chalk International. Think glitz, glam and sprinkle of fairy dust from our stunning ballroom, serene garden spaces, dazzling decor, top tier vendors, exclusive wedding and event packages. Enjoy created experiences designed to inspire at the Marry Me at Marriott Wedding Fair. It's on the 11th and 12th of October in Accra. If you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost, enjoy all these and more with scholarships available to support your academic journey at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here on our campus here in Ghana. Call 0248-656-7274. Lancaster University, Ghana is the only British university campus in West Africa. When we come back, we'll be speaking to friends from the Infanta Malaria Foundation. They have a pre-Christmas shopping bazaar to tell us more about.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate. It's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change. Powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
First impressions matter. Make yours unforgettable with the irresistible scent of Princess Body Mist and Roll-On. Designed for every lady who wants to leave a lasting impression wherever she goes. And for our gentlemen, there is Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Elevate your presence with a confident, masculine fragrance that keeps you dry and fresh all day. Because your fragrance should speak before you do, use Princess Body Mist and Roll-On and Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Your
Daily essentials for smelling good from dawn till dusk. Princess and Style Up. Smell good and feel great together. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community will win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
And save the date. The 9th edition of the quarterly Omnibasic Health Walk is here, October 4, 5:30 a.m., University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Outfit anything sporty. Come with friends and family. Let's keep fit and network together. Call 0307-086-000. Omnibasic, not just another bank. Start your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Trisco, enriched with NF4, a combination of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, D, and B. At just 2 cedis, you can treat yourself and your little ones to rich, delightful, chocolatey taste of Trisco and powdered dream. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. So what do we have here? We have friends from the Infanta Malaria Foundation, and we also have friends from CalBank. So Dr. Valerie Osei-Tutu is the rep of the foundation. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bernard.
Morning, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm just excited. I also have George Adai Boating, who's the cluster commercial manager for CalBank. Sounds like a big post. Cluster commercial manager. That sounds nice. How are you doing, George?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm just happy, man. Valerie, tell me more about the pre-Christmas shopping bazaar and what inspired it.
Yes, Bernard. You know, Christmas is a season of giving, and our foundation, the Infanta Malaria Prevention Foundation, which has been around for over 20 years, wanted to combine this whole shopping experience of giving back. So we decided to organize this bazaar. It's happening on Saturday, the November 15th at the CalBank headquarters on the Independence Avenue. Nice. We're starting at 10 a.m. and it will be a fun, family-friendly day out.
I see.
But more important, it's going to help us raise funds to build more chips for Ghana. Yes.
Elaborate on that. So you're building chips. Is it chips compound?
Chips compound and containers.
And then there's also a malaria project.
Yes.
So just work me through that. Talk a bit more about that. How are the funds from the bazaar going to support these?
Thank you, Bernard. So the funds we're going to raise will go directly into building these chips compounds. And then this, we know that we are helping provide quality healthcare services for people in underserved communities. We're also going to provide them with basic equipment, essential medicines for these communities as well. Then another thing is supporting malaria prevention, where we have activities like screening, we have distribution of malaria treated mosquito nets, as well as community education on malaria prevention. So in simple terms, every city race is tied to a clear activity here, that is improving healthcare access and outcomes for the people we serve.
Sounds like a plan. Let's talk about CalBank, George. So why is CalBank partnering on this project? How does this align with your values?
Okay, thank you, Bernard, and good morning to your listeners and viewers.
Okay.
So at CalBank, I must say that we just want the best bank in customer satisfaction, and that reflects our focus on customer-centric banking.
Okay.
At CalBank, we want to move forward together with our clients, and we are always looking for opportunity to make sure that we grow their business.
Mhm.
So the first point was that we saw this as an opportunity to grow our customers' business
Mhm.
through increasing their clientele base.
Mhm.
The main reason why we also joined this project or partner with Infanta too is that at CalBank, as part of our corporate social responsibility, health is something that is dear to us.
All right.
And we decided to support this worthy cause.
Amazing stuff. All right. So what kind of attendee are you expecting? And let me flip the question. What can attendees expect in terms of vendors, and what kind of products are we going to see, Doc, at the bazaar?
Yes, Bernard. So there's going to be a wide variety of stalls, clothes, artifacts, shoes for adults and children, gadgets, health products, furniture. Now, since this bazaar is a bazaar with a difference, there's also going to be a dentist, there's going to be free health screening, and there's going to be a cosmetologist as well.
All right.
So since it's a family day, there will be play areas for kids, adults, a food court. We're going to have local dishes as well as continental cuisine. So we'll also have a raffle as well. Someone can win a 75-inch TV, fridges, air fryers, and lots more. So here's a fun thing. Guests can also sign up for a golf academy.
Hey.
Yes. So really, it's a chance to enjoy a family day out and get your Christmas shopping sorted at the same time.
Have we mentioned the venue yet?
Yes, it's at the CalBank head office.
All
That's at the Independence Avenue, 10 a.m.
Okay, this is outside, right?
Yes, November 15, 2025.
So it's like a bazaar.
Yes, it is like a
you
bazaar.
can run around, jump around, kick
Jump
around.
around, everything.
How can organizations, individuals, and businesses get involved?
So yes, anyone, individuals, organizations, or businesses can support by donating or sponsoring. So we can also take a stall at the bazaar.
Okay.
We have vendors who are still joining, and you can reach us on our number 020-105-1849. I repeat, 020-105-1849. Another contact is 0244-330336. I'll repeat that again. Sorry. 0244-330336.
Okay.
So you also have our Instagram page as well. That is Infanta_Foundation. And then our Facebook page is the Infanta Malaria Prevention Foundation.
Infanta Malaria Prevention Foundation.
Yes.
When is this event, by the way?
It's on Saturday, November 15th, 2025.
Oh, November.
Yes, November.
So we have a whole month and a few days. Okay, so there's a lot of time to plan this.
Exactly.
Amazing. It's a whole day. Amazing stuff. So we're talking to friends from the Infanta Malaria Foundation, here with colleagues from CalBank, Dr. Valerie Osetutu, rep from the foundation, and George from the bank. They are organizing a pre-Christmas shopping bazaar. If this is pre-Christmas, the Christmas one will be big. This is in support of Chips Compound. But tell me about the foundation, right? You say you've been here for 20 years?
More than 20 years. We've
Really?
built 6 Chips compounds.
No joking.
No joking.
6 Chips compounds.
6 Chips compounds in the northern region, Sunyane, Volta region.
What kind of people are part of this foundation?
So we're all women.
Oh, they're all women.
We're all women.
Are you all medical practitioners?
No, I'm the only medical practitioner in there. So,
So you skewed this towards the health this side.
they've always been doing that for over 20 years now.
Okay. Hey, you're all women.
All women.
And you've built 6 Chips compounds already.
6 Chips compounds.
So malaria is the big one for you.
That's like prevention of malaria, but we also know that the Chips compound provides us with malaria prevention activities. So basically, that was the reason why we sort of concentrated on Chips compounds.
Wow.
We started building Chips compound in 2012. We've built 6 now, and the last one we built was in Ekwapim North, which is at Bolo Kofi. And
So
I want to
almost
say
every 2 years
that
you build one.
yes, I want to say that Bolo Kofi Bolo Kofi Chips compound has been nominated as the best chips this year. So
Bolo Kofi.
Bolo Kofi.
Where is that?
That's in the Ekwapim North Eastern region. Yes.
Bolo Kofi.
Bolo Kofi.
Merci.
Yes.
You like the name?
Wow.
And
So
the one in the northern region has actually won 3 awards.
I didn't even know there was Chips Compound Awards in Ghana.
There is.
Amazing. I see. So if somebody wants to be part of this as you said, a sponsor, donating or whatever, they call the phone number you announced.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. Wow. George, any final words from you from CalBank?
Yes. I must say that I encourage everybody to come and they shouldn't worry about bringing cash. because we are going to deploy our digital channels.
Mm.
They can pay with Momo, they can pay with their cards, they can pay with their bank app. So they should come and not worry about not carrying cash.
Everything is taken care of.
Everything is taken, and they will enjoy the experience.
Save the date, 15th November 2025, Cowbank Frontage on the Independence Avenue, Infanta Malaria Foundation. Over 20 years of active service to humanity using malaria prevention and combating. Dr. Valerie Osei-Tutu, together with George Adai-Boateng. Fantastic stuff. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Getting some traffic concerns. A number of passengers on the they call it the Mahama Road. So this is the Mahama roundabout towards Flowerport. I think there's a truck that broke down before the interchange or the overhead of the Flowerport, and it's led to some traffic. I got this message at 9:34. Not sure if the traffic is still there. And I think the minister who left, we need to really work on this towing thing, because once a truck breaks down on the narrow 2-lane road, it can cause traffic all the way to Bema Camp. So let's get the law passed so people can register their vehicles under an insurance and a towing company, so that the towing systems work better. Good morning, guys. Can you please help us celebrate the former Chief of Staff Nana Atudazi's 50th-year call to the bar? This is from Haywood Dazi's family. A great colossus of a man, Nana Atudazi, 50 years at the Ghana bar. God bless him. It's a winning season again, and you can chase wins using the luckiest. Dial star 712 hash. Choose option 1, buy a ticket for yourself. Option 2, buy a ticket for someone else. And you can also do this online by going to the luckiestafrica.com register. You can do community tickets to pick up your own lucky number, or let the system choose for you. This is your golden chance. Hop on and let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere. Time for the news, City News at 10, and it do be Weafia Kinting has the bulletin. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up, coalition of unpaid nurses and midwives hits Accra streets in protest of delayed salaries, and Foreign Affairs Ministry to set up passport application centers by December 2025. The details now. The coalition of unpaid nurses and midwives is protesting this morning to demand the payment of salary arrears. The group says over 7,000 nurses and midwives have worked for 9 to 10 months without salaries, despite being recruited through official government processes. The protest began at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park, and the protesting nurses are moving to the Ministries of Finance and Health, where petitions will be presented. Well, joining us